Yeah. Welcome to the Black Club. I'm your host, B No. I got my co-host with me, Jay from the Birds View Podcast. If you ain't subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, turn on notifications so you can check us out. We tapped in a little early tonight, a couple minutes early, so we can go on and we got a lot to talk about. Go
Daylight
check out,
savings time.
huh?
No, I said daylight savings time.
Yeah. Go check out the Birds View podcast. Also, if you haven't checked that out, subscribe to it, show them some love, hit the like button on a lot of his videos. Trying to get our watch time up so we can get this thing really rolling.
Man,
Man,
yeah,
what's up with it, bro?
man, nothing chilling, man. Just doing the daily duties, man.
Yeah, we it's been a lot going on.
Yeah, it really have.
It's
And
crazy.
within a 3 day span, if you want to be honest.
I mean, it's a lot lately. We can go and jump into it if you want to. If we or you want to
What you
talk a
what
little
you got,
bit.
man? Let's go and dive into it, man. Let's not bore 'em. You know what I'm saying? They don't care about our personal life. They want the scoop, man,
They,
the
they want
story.
they want to hear what it is, huh?
Yeah, what they missing, what they don't know.
We're gonna start out with some news you can use. That's one of my segments that I call it. And it was a lot last night that went on. We had some elections. The Democrats swept the key races last night. It was a
Mm,
sweep all across the board. They
yeah.
wasn't playing. Let me see. This is according to CBS News. Democrats scored victories in four major races of the night. The New York City mayoral race. Damn, I can't even read right now. I'm tripping. Good thing they ain't in here all the way yet.
Yeah,
The
but don't worry
governor's
about it.
races.
I'm on the fourth grade reading, but don't worry about it.
Yeah. The New York City mayoral race, the governor's races in New York, New Jersey, and Virginia, and Prop 50, California's redistricting ballot measure. As
Mm,
exit polling showed voters went to the polls with worries about the economy on their minds, coupled with broader discontent with the state of the country right now. Uh, let's see, we saw two kinds of Democrats win, hailing from opposite sides of the party. You got
mhm,
Mickey or Mikey Sherrill and Abigail Spanberger, both moderates, won the governorships of New Jersey and Virginia, while on the far left, Democratic Socialist Zoran Mamdani prevailed in his race for New York mayor over the state's moderate ex-governor Andrew Cuomo, who ran as an independent after Mamdani beat him in the primary. Um,
mm.
California voters said yes to Proposition 50, which will allow state legislators to redistrict before the midterm elections, an effort to counter GOP-led gerrymandering in other states. Let's see this. They found those support Prop 50 overwhelmingly cite opposition to the Trump administration as a reason. What's your thoughts on this?
So I guess first I want to ask, how you think Democrats took over like that? You think they fed up?
You know what I think it was? And I think it was more than just regular Democratic voters. I think it was a lot of those white that voted Republican before. A lot of them felt the effect of this just one little year with the SNAP benefits and with the economy being the way it is because of these tariffs and all of that stuff. They like, shoot, they went with the other side. And to me, this just shows what it's going to be like coming midterm elections and the next election. If Republicans don't get it together, they in for some trouble. It's going to be some landslides.
Yeah, but this my thing. So you know about the snap and everything. So Democrats was holding it down.
That's that's the crazy part. And a
So
lot of but you know the way the media is portraying it is like it's Trump. That's you know what I'm saying because they're saying
yeah,
that he blocked it and all this. We're gonna get into that one too in a second. But that's what they don't realize is it's the Democrats that's the reason why they're not getting their SNAP
yeah.
benefits in the first place.
And so how do you feel like it's going? Do you feel like it's going to take effect come election year to where Democrats are going to be back in the house?
If it don't get better than what it is right now, yeah, it's gonna be a
Yeah.
landslide.
So this is what I'm saying. So compare. Okay, so compared to last year to this year, is it worse or better? As far as I'm
Hmm.
saying, like as far as
As
how
far as the economy,
the economy, how it's ran,
it
is
ain't
it
no
worse or
different.
better?
It ain't no different to me. I mean,
I'm gonna be
gas
honest,
still
man.
high. It seemed
I
like
feel like
it's
it's
a
better.
why you say that?
Man, we went through hell 2 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Last year and the year before,
Yeah,
they blamed it on they was fixing Trump, what he did. But in reality, bro, just being honest, bro, we went through hell, man, and we ain't went through as much hell now as we did back then. Now, true enough, the government is shut down, but
yeah.
I mean, honestly, bro, the last 2 years, bro, it was I caught hell, and listen, I've never been affected by no president in office. And sure, it affected me.
You know what I think this is? This
What's
is
that?
backlash. This is all anti-Trump. And I'm gonna tell you why. You got the
Mm,
Hispanics that voted for Trump. Now they, you know what I'm saying? He deported all of those Hispanics. So that's got a lot
mhm.
to do with it. I don't think it's really anything to do with the economy or anything else. I believe it's just anti-Trump because of everything that's been going on. And
I do too.
so that's what it was when Trump won. It was anti-democrat because of how the economy was at that time. So people really just vote with emotions, in my opinion.
They do. They really do. So let me ask you this thing. Let me ask you this then. So do you think once Trump got elected, he went back and got all that get back? Cause you
Oh,
gotta
I
think
don't
about
think
how
he
the
done.
treason.
He ain't done.
Oh no, I know he ain't done. But I'm saying, do you think he in office getting his get back? Cause
Yeah,
he wasn't as hard as he was the first election.
yeah,
Now that he back in here for this term, it seemed like he out for blood.
yep. And that's his problem. He focused on the wrong stuff instead of
But
focusing on
I mean, can you blame him though that you had a whole nation turn on you?
no,
I'm not taking up for him. I'm
I
just
don't
saying
blame him.
you had a whole nation turn on you. Blacks, you know, what I'm saying everybody. And then they counted you out, thought you was gone, and they fuck around and let you back in office.
Yeah,
How he supposed to act? You know what I'm saying? Now, don't get
yeah.
me wrong. Like I say, I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I stay out of the politic world, and like I say, hopefully, I try not to get affected by what's going on outside. But just me thinking in, man, I don't know, cool. I mean, I want y'all in. I don't care about y'all. I don't care about nothing, man. I'm trying to hurt y'all.
That's where he at
Purposely.
with it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I don't feel like he's wrong, but at the same time, you're president, you're being childish.
That's what the
Yeah.
people. It's his antics. That's you know what I'm saying, throwing everybody off. And then the way he talked to people, a lot of people ain't with it.
Uh-huh.
And with this whole I think a lot of it this came at the wrong time with all this snap stuff going on because everybody think this is Trump. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When you read the headlines, it say Trump blocks snap, Trump
Yeah.
does this, and they not telling that the Democrats is blocking it because they took the LGBTQ stuff out. You know what I'm
And
saying? Like,
it's not even just that. They mad about the Obamacare. They mad about a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? This a lot of things that basically cater to them. And then, like I say, a lot of things in the bills that they canceled out that they want back, man, is really childish.
yeah,
You know, I
yeah,
mean,
yeah,
all this money that you giving to third world countries and all the money, no, that's man, we
that-
over. I don't know if you know it or not, but America broke.
man.
America, listen, we cannot.
America ain't broke, the people are. The motherfuckers that's running this shit, they getting paid.
Yeah, because if you think about it, bro, all that rich stuff that's going on outside right now, I give it another 2 years, bro. Like I think we said on the last episode, I give it another 2 years, bro, and that's gonna come to a halt, bro. It it gotta cease.
Yeah,
If it don't, it's gonna hurt something. Somebody gonna get hurt.
yeah.
And then,
It's
like I say, now it's to where man, they touching people in office. So you can keep saying what you want to say about how you want to run it or what we gonna do. All this, man, they coming to see about that now.
yeah,
So
yeah. I
I
just
don't know, man.
I just think that with the way it's being portrayed, and then they know how to touch on everybody's emotions. They know what
Mhm.
to put out there to get everybody to tune in to this certain, you know what I'm saying, to this direction of things instead of looking over here. They're gonna have
Yeah,
you thinking everything is Republican this and Trump that, when in reality, it's them.
yeah,
And to see them win the way they did last night, I mean, it don't mean that, come midterms that they gonna still win because that's another year away, 2 years away.
yeah.
But
Another year. his first year winning. I mean, it's his first year doing his thing. He can stay here for a whole nother pool if he wanted
Yeah.
to. So,
Uh,
and then he can make it. Don't forget about this. Then he can make it to where he can switch some things up, man, and make it where he don't got to get out of office. How he running things right now.
well, uh, it's a power play that he can do to keep himself in office for a third term if he start a war. And I believe
Mm,
that's where this whole civil war, all of this war talk is coming from. That's why he built that ballroom or whatever and that bunker up under it.
yeah. So
They
do
got
you
something
think?
planned.
Yeah, that is true.
They
So
say,
do you think that he'll start a civil war before he start a national war,
yeah.
a global war? You
Well,
think he'll start
see,
a civil
I
war first?
believe it's gonna be a religious war. Me and my sister was talking about this the other day because now
Hmm.
they got this whole thing with this Christian versus Muslim going, and then with that Muslim being elected in New York, you know what I'm saying? And they had a big, it was a lot of outrage about that when he won that election last night.
Yeah, that is crazy they done that in New York though.
And out of all cities, New York, when
Yeah. Knowing what
9/11
they stem
happened,
from, knowing what they stem from, that is kind of crazy though.
yeah,
I'm not knocking, but they should have gave him like a New Jersey or, you know what I'm saying, somewhere, some a little bit more off.
Maine,
Yeah,
Maryland, something like that. But to give him New York, that's a statement.
yeah, man, that's kind of a, you know what I'm saying. I always said, you know what I'm saying, when they put somebody black in position on an election or something, I feel like it's a mockery. You know, I feel like it's something for, you know what I'm saying, just to play around with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I honestly feel like, man, that was a play, man, that didn't make no sense, man. Why would y'all put that man in New York, knowing how they don't so they had a situation where, man, people really lost their family members, man. It's some people that's gonna sit up and think about that at night and really try to take his head off.
Yeah, it's people mad about this. Say,
Yes, people are still hurt.
Ice Front 8353 say, why do Americans only have two opinions? Why even identify with a team? We was just talking about that last week.
Yep,
Why we shouldn't be identifying with Democrat or American, Republican, but that's what keeps us divided. They
yeah,
know
that is
how to
true.
keep us divided.
Yeah.
Paul Gates says, I'm in New York, in Harlem. It's wild up here, effing wild. Blame the transplants. Transplants? These are not real New Yorkers. What do you mean transplants?
I know what he mean.
I know what he means.
Hey,
But look, yeah, I mean, in my opinion, especially Democrats with what they done to the black community since the 60s. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people don't understand the history. And so because of that, they keep voting because of what they were told to do. Our grandparents, our parents told us to vote Democrat. So
same thing with religion, you know what I'm saying? Church.
same thing with church.
Most people are Christians and Baptists and all this because they're following their family household.
Hmm.
Once you get old enough and you start realizing, man, this kind of sound crazy, bro. Ain't no damn Easter bunny, ain't no bunny laying eggs. Ain't no, what I'm saying? It just once you start figuring all this stuff out your head, man, it's kind of like, man,
Yeah.
that's not really too
Yeah.
much. Yeah, right, man. And
They make you look at everything different, especially with religion. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Once you start diving into that and you realize what it was created for and how they used it in the past, it make you look at it totally different.
yeah, man. And
What's up, Sarah?
I don't think people take the time to sit and think amongst themselves. It's too hard for one. Once you
Too
start
much
thinking for self,
influence.
yeah. Once you start thinking for self, one, you become weird
Yeah.
because you start feeling different from how other people feel. So you're
Yeah.
gonna be scared to talk about it. Second, I mean, are you gonna follow the crowd? Is it cool to be outside doing this? You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people just like to go with the crowd. It's way more easier to follow than
Yeah.
to stand alone. I'm not even gonna say be a leader. It's way more difficult to stand alone.
Trust me, I know. Boy, when this past election was going on with Trump and Kamala Harris, and I was trying to tell everybody, like, bro, she cosplaying. She not black. She accepted the vice presidency as an Indian. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And now you want to run for president as a black woman. Nah, it didn't fly like that with me. Then once I looked up her history, I was like, oh shit. She
but
wasn't even raised around black people.
and that's another thing that I didn't like. Man. Like I say, when Joe Biden won, bro, Kamala Harris caught a case on that golf course. She got a phone call. I remember the video, man, when it came out. It's the same. They said, "Oh, we did it, Joe." The next day, that same video, they had a thing going under the news that Carmilla has been basically arrested for XYZ, indicted or whatever they said. I'm talking about like some wild shit, like some body being abducted or some crazy shit, bro.
Damn.
They got her off of the scene. We didn't see her no more. And then the end of Joe Biden election, she popped back up. She popped back out on BET, and the whole campaign was dedicated and pushed on black people, and we
Yeah.
fell right into it. I
Yep.
never understood that.
Yep.
Like she went directly for our influencers in the black culture, and we just fell in on it. And I'm sitting
Yep.
here like, man, how are we not seeing this play? I understand is you saying we cheap for us, this XYZ, this no.
I'm gonna tell
She
you
was
why. It was because it was Trump. If it had been anybody else, they would have looked deeper into it. But because it was Trump, everybody just wanted to be anti-Trump. That's all they care about. They don't really care about looking into the
so
history of nothing. They don't care about none of that. If you say Trump, it's a no-go.
so let me ask you this. What made us start hating Trump?
They were
Because
they
in
were
the
told
90s we
to.
loved him. Huh?
They were told to. I'm gonna tell you when people started hating him. No, they didn't hate him until he ran for president as Republican.
Yeah,
When
but I'm
he
saying like
switched
what
parties,
drawed us? I'm saying like what drawed us to it though? What made us hate him?
the
Because we have
media,
a strong hate.
the media.
And you
That
know that the media only speak on certain things. You know what I'm saying? They didn't say nothing when Joe Biden got elected. They didn't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? But
well, you got to
every
understand who control the media though. Democrats
yeah,
control that. It's ran
yeah,
by
but I'm saying
the
like,
dude that owned Virgin Islands, whatever that is. I forgot what his name is, but he's a Democrat.
yeah. But I'm saying like every celebrity that was popular to us spoke against Trump. And it's kind of like you just shifted the entire wave to our culture and made them start going against him. And now nobody can give me a legitimate reason why they hate him. All they keep saying is, well, he did this, he did this. But then when you go do your homework, why he do it?
They say the Central Park Five. They say that apartment building situation. And when you look up both of them, all he did was put an ad in the New York Times where he said whoever is responsible need to pay for this. He didn't say them specifically. He just
Yeah,
said whoever is responsible. Then when you look up that apartment situation, it wasn't even him. It was the building manager that was sued. Their name was just on the building. So, a lot of people don't look into that. They don't know that he was funding the Black Panther Party. They don't know
yeah,
that he the one that got what's his name out of jail in Africa and sent him a private plane. I
yeah.
forgot what's the dude name. I can't think his
I know
name
what
right
you're talking
now.
about, man. I know what you're
Uh
talking about.
yeah,
Uh,
that I can't even
damn,
think his
man.
name right now.
I know what you're talking about though. But I'm saying, like I said, I'm not taking up for Buddy. I'm not going against nothing he's talking about. But what I'm saying is it don't make sense how somebody can draw a picture and we all say, yeah, that's it.
Mhm.
That's the
Following
bad.
the
You know what
trend.
I'm saying?
This generation has become the generation of followers. No more
That's kind of like
leaders.
Jesus. One person drew a picture of Jesus and we all said, man, that is Jesus right there.
Oh man, I don't even. And then this was so crazy about the whole Jesus situation. If you black, when they hung your ancestors, they did it in the name of Jesus. When they killed your ancestors, they did it in the name of Jesus and claimed they were
Yeah,
Christians. How can you follow that?
yeah.
That's something I
It's an
never
excuse.
understood.
Uh, we learn to let go. We learn to forgive. Uh, we get past. We move on. We get past it. One day the Lord is gonna come back and He's gonna save us, and He's gonna. You know what I'm saying? Our time is coming, and His return is soon. You know,
I'd be telling them keep waiting because it ain't happening in your granny lifetime, your parents' lifetime, your great parents' lifetime. It ain't gonna happen in ours.
it's sad because you see your grandparents watch their life away, waiting on the return of a story that's been told to them. You know what I'm saying?
Like Santa
They they
Claus.
they live their
Same way they
whole life.
wait on Jesus is the same way we as a kid used to sit up and try to catch Santa Claus bringing the presents in the house on
Come
Christmas
on,
Eve.
man.
And we
And
always fell asleep.
the only bad part about it is, man, they would literally beat you for going against
Yeah,
the grain. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Or playing in the name of this.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, bro.
yeah.
When you
Yeah,
seriously think about the household, you know what I'm saying, and how serious that is, you know what I'm saying, of offense in the household, man, that's crazy, man. To know the origin of you know what I'm saying, where they coming from when they praise.
yeah,
Because you gotta think back to the 90s, you know what I'm saying, in the early 80s. They was praising to a guy that basically somebody put in front of them.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? It ain't until the late 2000s, to 2015 and 17s and up when they start realizing the damn, you know what I'm saying? That ain't our guy. That ain't, you know what I'm saying? But beforehand, we was all talking to the same person, man.
yep. And what's Sarah say? Yes, that's very true. I just want a government that's going to truly help us, not divide us. They wasn't designed for that.
That's not why would we give you peace
They wasn't designed for that because there's no money in peace.
at all?
There's money in chaos. That's how they get their little order that
That's
they
how
want.
that's how stocks go.
Hmm.
If you ever pay attention, if you ever watch stocks, if there's a bombing or a killing, stocks are gonna shoot up. That's when you make your most money.
Yep.
Why do
They
stocks work like this?
they've been infiltrated. All
You
of
know what I'm
them,
saying? What,
the government that was designed for us is no longer. No, they don't exist no more because on even on both sides they've been infiltrated.
but you do know there's other branches of government. I mean, you know what I'm saying, of government, right? There's you got free thinkers. You got, you know what I'm saying. You got all this.
Independent.
We, you know what I'm saying, independent thing. We only concentrate on two people
We never vote
on
independent.
two
I wonder
parties.
why that is.
They don't control the media, so we don't even hear about them people. All we hear about is Republican and Democrat. We
I
don't
was
hear
gonna
about
say,
nobody else.
what y'all think about the new New York City mayor? I mean, I don't. I believe he was planted. He's a plant. He was placed
I
in that position.
I I honestly feel like he's a plant, but my feelings on him is he definitely has to tread lightly in a sense
Oh
of
yes.
I don't feel like he's in a safe place
No. No.
because now we're starting to see more rifles being used. You know what I'm saying? We're seeing more snipers. People are really mad about what happened in 9/11. I'm not saying that he has anything to do with it, but I'm just thinking about how people think.
It's
Somebody
the
is sitting in their house right now and it's
yep.
eating at them, it's hurting them, you know what I'm saying? They
It's the
for,
optics
for
of it.
yeah, you know what I'm saying, for our city to turn to this, you know what I'm saying, do this to us. And after what we've been through, it's somebody just getting frustrated behind it, man. And they going, that's just how I think, you know what I'm saying?
Because
I don't
you
think that
you
was a
had
smart move.
a Muslim organization bomb this city, right? Run the planes and all of that, and then you elect a Muslim to run the city.
Yeah, and
To me, in a way, that's a slap in the face.
it's a big
Regardless of
threat.
you, Republican, Democrat, whatever. To me, that's a slap in the face.
To me, I feel like it's a stir the pot. I feel like
It
you
is.
stir. I feel like you're trying to. A lot of things are not working. America is not getting angry at the stuff that they used to get angry at. You know what I'm saying? They're not responding right. Okay,
Yep.
well let's make this play right here and get the people going. This is going to get the people going because it actually means something. I can only imagine what New York is going to look like on 9/11. You know what I'm saying? I can only imagine what the thoughts and the actions and the outrage. You know what I'm saying? He can't do can't do a public speaking on 9/11.
They lucky that it's already passed
Yeah,
before he
you
got
know what I'm
elected.
saying? So imagine him getting up there trying to give a speech on 9/11. Man, the crowd is gonna go retarded, man.
Yeah,
That's not
the only thing that's keeping him safe is the fact that he's a Democrat. And that's who pretty much runs everything. George Soros and Alex Soros, all of them. So they're gonna have his back. But
all you.
oh man, it's gonna be
Like I say,
dangerous in New York.
it's so many people that didn't cross the borders, that didn't cross everything else. It's I feel like it's just plays has been set into play. Like, you know what I'm saying? The children that they come up missing. I feel like everybody that's come across I feel like everybody is here to do a job, bro. You don't hear about nobody that came across the border. Where did they go? Nobody's looking for them. How did they just jump the border and instantly become a part of America? They just blended in that fast. It don't make sense to me, man. I feel like it was a quota that was supposed to be met on getting them across the border. They made it, closed the gap.
Sundown say, how is that all Muslims shouldn't be looked at the same? No, they shouldn't. And that's true. Not all Muslims, but it's the optics of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
With that city. Now, if it had been a totally different city or another state, it'd have been different. Nobody would probably have not too much to say. But by it
yeah.
being New
I
York,
don't have I don't have anything to say. Like I
me
say,
neither.
I have no problem with a Muslim. But what's the
Yeah.
president?
Because
My
one thing
problem
about
is
it, a Muslim ain't never threatened me.
I look Muslim, but what I'm saying is, you know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, bro, if I put my turban on, bro, I look like a Muslim, bro. But listen, my thing with it is, it's not more so him being a Muslim, it's him being a Muslim in that city
That's
and
what
what
it's
the
about.
city is going through. That's the scary part. I'm more concerned of his safety, not
Yeah.
his role in his position. I'm
Yeah.
I'm talking about is his safety
Yeah.
and what it actually means for him to actually be in the position of that power in that city. People are stressing behind it.
That's the thing. His safety is more of a concern than anything else. It's just because it's that city.
Yeah,
Had it been, Washington D.C. or somewhere like that, it wouldn't be this much outrage. But by it
not
being New York, where the Twin Towers and all of that happened,
yeah,
that's
I watched.
why
I
it's
wouldn't
such a
have gave a damn.
problem.
You know what I'm saying? I would have went about my way. Oh, okay. What you do? You know what I'm saying? Just another guy in office. But
A
it
day
ain't
after
all like that.
a day after Republicans faced losses in several states, President Trump said Wednesday he believes his party needs to talk more about affordability, including the successes he believes he had with containing energy prices and inflation. He said it's no good if we do a great job and you don't talk about it, and I don't think they talked about it enough. That's why he feel like they lost. So I I don't think that's a good point to use right now. You don't want to talk about
You know what
inflation and the because people are feeling it right now. So that's not an angle you can use. It ain't got no better than what it was.
They said
And
it was
it
over 200 people down here that was so I can only imagine what the cities are looking like.
yeah.
So
And let's see, we got another topic. In Detroit, Mary Sheffield was elected Detroit's next mayor, which makes her the first woman to lead the history in 322 years. I mean, to lead the city in 322 years.
honestly, I've always heard that Detroit is a place of violence and stuff like that. Not saying that it's not good parts, but I feel like if anybody getting in and they actually doing work to try to get the city back in order, because damn near every city that we know state wise, it needs somebody, bro. So if she gonna come in and make a difference, I'm all ears and all rooting for her.
But is she though?
Is she?
Because
That's the
see,
question.
this is the thing. She's and I don't mean to try to sound like misogynistic or sexist or nothing like that, but she's a woman. And you know how they feel on that type of level about women. They feel like they shouldn't be
Yeah.
in positions of power.
So
I'm
my
glad
thing
for her.
about it
I'm
is,
thinking it's a good thing, especially as far as history and black women. But she gonna catch it. It's gonna be harder for her than it was for Obama as president.
so I say this, she's not president. So the reason why I say it is if she was president, she wouldn't be able to go country to country and voice her opinion.
She'll never, no, they'll never have a woman as president.
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? Mayor, that's about as good as we can get you. You know what I'm saying? I
Maybe
mean,
governor.
think about Atlanta. Think about all these other places that got women mayors, you know what I'm saying? That's not a
Yeah.
problem in a sense like that, because they don't got
Mhm.
that much flow time. But once you get I don't know what
What's
to
up,
say.
Dwayne?
But yeah, once you get to a certain level, man, and you have to actually go out of country and speak and do XYZ, it don't work like that.
No, because those other countries don't believe in, women being in positions of power. They can't stand it. It's not their belief. So her being mayor, I mean, especially in the city of Detroit, that's got a lot of a big black population. I think it's gonna be good for her, but how much can she get done? How much, you know,
I
how
mean,
much change can she make?
it depends on her agenda. Is she in somebody's pocket? Is she, you know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm
Did
saying.
they put her in position to be XYZ? You know what I'm saying? What's the agenda for? You know what I'm saying? Is it a key in her back?
Yeah,
Is she strong minded where she speak on her own terms and make her own plays?
right.
Where they come into play, you know what I'm saying? Because people like that are funded. And 9 times 10, like just like a president, if I got this money behind you, I want some shit done.
Yeah. Sarah say, I don't know if women can really be a president. I mean, in a way, it's a that's a strenuous job, and then you have to go and speak to people, and they have to respect you in other countries. They won't respect her as a woman, like you said. If she go to those United Nation meetings and you know what I'm saying, places like that, going to China, going to Iraq or Afghanistan, places like that, guys are they not gonna listen to her. They gonna think we a joke over here.
Yep, that is true. You know what I'm saying? And that's that's damn near in every country. I'm saying if you go to Israel, if you go to any other country where your voice has to be heard as a woman, they're gonna counsel you, bro. They're gonna kick your ass up out of you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like I said, I don't me personally, I don't think that like you say, I don't think we'll see a woman president, but at the same time, anything's possible, man. But I just think about that time of the month. You can't control it.
And then yeah, and you know they get
I don't know.
a little different when that time comes.
Yeah, I don't know no man that ain't gonna go through them blues if you in the house with that female at that time of the month. She's gonna be more aggressive. She might be best interest, but she's gonna be more aggressive and not tolerable to her ears.
I knew when Hillary didn't win, they ain't gonna elect no woman.
Yeah, but I don't think she had all the good intentions.
I mean, that's the Clintons. But when they allowed Trump to beat her, and cause think about it, every time Trump won, it was against a woman.
Yeah, yeah, that is true. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna try to get no more. I think it's over with. I think what
Mm,
we
yeah.
got right now is we're gonna have other races trying to control America. I think it's gonna be Mexican. I think this next election is gonna be Mexican, Muslim, and majority white. I don't think
Well,
we're
if
gonna see the black face.
they better not put a Muslim in office as president. I believe this country gonna go crazy.
Well, I don't think we're gonna see a black face for no time soon. You know what I'm saying? As far as running wise. But,
No. Or there's no
but
man that's gonna run. I mean, black Obama was the last one, I believe, that's gonna
and
get that opportunity.
as you can tell, I mean, as you can see, he had his hand already planted in a lot of things to do that. You
He
know what
had
I'm
his
saying?
ties to Bush. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? He grew up with Bush. They like basically adopted brothers and shit.
yeah,
'Cause they daddies were so close.
yeah.
In Virginia, this is how you know black people ain't just voting because you black. Because Winsome Earl Sears lost the governor's race, she was Republican. And she was never endorsed by Trump, which is crazy. She was MAGA, but she told the crowd at her election watching party that she is not going anywhere after defeat to Abigail Spanberger, and adding that she hopes the governor-elect governs as the moderate she repeatedly pledged to be on the campaign trail. So she lost in Virginia, black woman, but you had one win in Detroit. So that lets you know we ain't just voting for color.
Nah, nah. I don't feel like we are.
Mm-mm.
I feel like it's around. I feel like it's a overly even egg. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I don't know what the agenda is, but the agenda that's definitely being pushed, and it's definitely being pushed quietly. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? I mean, it's I mean, they told us to go vote. We knew election day was the day, but it wasn't publicly pushed.
right.
It wasn't screaming. When normally when it's election and all this, they push this shit out, man. Make you go vote, make you do a lot of things.
Yeah, this was
So,
this was this wasn't one of those major ones. It was just I believe
nah,
this
it's
right
not. I
here
mean,
gave the Democrats an idea of where it's heading for them. To them, they feel like they got a good chance come midterms. And then when midterms come, they feel like they're gonna have a good chance when the next election actually come in
yeah,
28.
yeah.
This was just one of those little stepping stones for them because it was a sweep all the way across the board.
It
I
felt
mean,
good.
even lieutenant governors, you know what I'm saying? It was all the way across the board.
But like I said, it felt good, man. I just feel like that was a little I feel like that was plotted.
It was.
I don't know about the numbers.
It
I
was.
mean, I can't speak on it, man, but everything is so computerized and AI right. You know what I'm saying? It's hard for me to believe numbers now. You know what I'm saying? And believe things
Who just said Nick Fuentes would be president in 20? Hell no. Hell, his own people don't even like him.
for real,
He'll never have a shot.
for real.
Agenda is always being pushed with politics. Yeah, of course. Of course. Whoever they want to win, that's who they're gonna push.
Yeah.
Trump
I
Trump
mean, they already know who they're gonna win the office, man. It just all you doing is just clapping them on. You know what I'm saying? They already
appreciate
know
you
who they win
tuning
the
in,
office.
Sarah. She said she gotta go, gotta eat dinner. Appreciate you tuning
You
in. Come back
know
and check
what
us
I'm
out
saying?
next Wednesday. We be here every Wednesday at 9 o'clock Central.
And you know, you can put us on the big screen, you know what I'm saying, just in case you want to eat and watch the show,
Yeah, you can
tap
keep us
in,
going.
tap in the
Political
bird view.
science, they stay cooking. Yeah, it's always something. It's always an agenda to be pushed. Speaking of, Trump suggests U.S. won't pay any SNAP benefits during shutdown, contradicting the court filing. He suggested that the United States would not pay any SNAP benefits during the government shutdown. His administration on Monday told a Rhode Island federal judge it would pay about half of the cost of the food stamp program in November. About 42 million Americans receive food stamp benefits through the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program. On Tuesday, he suggested that there would be no benefits paid out. He said they will resume only after Democrats in Congress agree to pass a stopgap funding bill that would reopen the government. So he's saying that it's the Democrats. They putting the headlines out like it's him.
Yeah, they are. I mean, it's the battle that we don't see firsthand. We only see what they feed us. So we can have our opinion. We can say what we want to say. We can go about it how we want to. But at the end of the day, man, it's honestly on them. You know what I'm saying? It's whatever move they want to make.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
and
if
that's the
we
thing. Once I and that's the game they play. You gonna have Republicans blaming Democrats blaming Republicans, and then you got to. That's why I be telling people too. You got to be careful on social media because a lot of these content creators are paid to say the stuff that they say. They don't really
don't
care
do,
about who you are, none of that. They get paid on the back end to tell you this person is this and this person is that. They taking the money.
then it's as simple as a quick 15,000.
Shit.
Hey, push this nerve.
Some of
Think
them don't even
I'll give
need
you a
that
better
much.
I'll give you a better perspective. Ain't no way in here. I don't care what nobody say, bro. There's no way in here that young boy keeps getting out of jail on a charge that he's getting. House arrest or not. I don't care what nobody say, bro. For you to get out, there has been a narrative. Kodak Black. Why did you get out of jail, bro?
He
You're
was,
pushing the narrative of
yeah,
being a junkie.
yeah. You know when
What
they
good are we doing with you out of jail? Why did we use our get out of jail free card to get you out? You an influencer, bro. You're a bad influence. We would have done better seeing you locked up, getting better. You know what I'm saying? Getting your weight back, eating healthy. But instead, they took you up out of here and let you get right back on drugs and fed you to us. Put you back
that
on the internet.
because of what they rap about, what they represent. They have to.
Come on, man. I just
They
don't.
and then if you notice, they never use their money to do anything to benefit the black community. All they do is promote violence, sex, killing. You know what I'm
And
saying?
other folks' brands, Gucci and Louis Vuitton, and you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying. Push the narrative on that, man. I don't ever hear about Rodney, clothing line. I mean,
Versace Fire say, as a foreigner, I can say I love what Trump is doing. That's interesting.
I'm not gonna say I'm not with you, and I'm not gonna say I'm with you because
I can't disagree either.
listen here, I honestly sit back and I just look at a lot of stuff. Like I say, when Trump passed something or Trump said something. I go back and look at what he's doing in the sense of what he's saying. And the
Mhm.
9 man, the shit actually be making sense. It's just the simple-minded person that don't go past the internet.
Right.
Now, I will say though, he will say something, and that shit don't add up. You know what I'm saying? But that's every president. You got some presidents that did lie to you for 4 years straight
Well, all
about
of them lie. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, you know what I'm saying? But
All of them lie.
I'm saying like, okay, so Trump last term, Trump really did push this shit out. Trump got more jobs. You know what I'm saying? This is on fact. Trump got more jobs. Trump got more money circulating. Everybody was doing good business wise. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was out here naturally eating. That his last little year or a year and a half, bro, we were out here naturally getting money.
Yeah.
That is a human fact, bro. I don't know nobody out here. Think about all the people that wasn't even hustling that was really jack boys and all. Man, they were touching the bag. They were seeing more money than they ever seen. Fast forward to when Joe Biden was in office. Everything started to crumble. They opened the borders up. It's killings everywhere. And all they kept saying was, "We're fixing Trump's mess." I don't remember no goddamn mess at the end of the year. You know what I'm saying? When they got him about here, all they kept saying is he going to jail. Now let's fast forward to now. What is Trump doing? I feel like Trump is back for vengeance. So I can't really say that he's not for the people. He's not doing XYZ. I feel like he is on a path because I feel like he was doing something with a cause and doing something to benefit people, and
Mhm.
they turned his back. They never got right. You know what I'm saying? And if it was me and I was in power and I had my section, man, I'm finna fire y'all ass up. The narrative is mine. I'm finna take over.
I think that's where he's messing up though with a lot of people because they saying a lot of people thinking that everything is going the way it's going because he focused on the wrong stuff. Who's that? Viva Zion say put it in perspective. People weren't getting money, they were being given money. That's what they want to hand out.
They
You
were
know
being
what?
given the money.
And that's what a lot of people were saying too when it came to those stimulus checks. Oh man, we know Trump gonna give us another stimulus check and all of that. They was being given money, but that was
But that's
because
the
of
same.
COVID. That was because of the COVID situation.
But this is the same thing as crack. It's the same thing as drugs. I they fed the streets drugs in the 80s. It's on you to take it and what you do with it. You can either take it and sell it, or you can take it and smoke it. What did you choose to do with the money?
And then they forced that because they wouldn't hire them on jobs. You know what I'm saying? So what else were you
They were
gonna do?
lying on documents. You know what I'm saying? But that's the people though. That's
Mhm.
not the state. Don't get it confused with what was going on the top. These are human beings doing this down at the bottom with us. They're
Sure.
saying that they don't have any job, but they're also doing this so they can get XYZ amount of money back on their returns, but they're saying nobody's applying or you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you can't really just say that that's Trump. That's a state problem. They're running game.
Dwayne say I'm still trying to figure out what policy do they have for black people. None.
Why would they?
This was so crazy. They never really even ended slavery. They just amended it. You know what I'm saying? Like it was never ended. And that's what I don't understand. Like there is no policies, but the reason why we don't have policies is because we don't have unity. So they don't take us serious as a people.
Listen, why would I give y'all the respect y'all deserve? Or why would I give you the power you deserve if we are in power? Your color's not in power. You want to be equal. You can scream this shit out you want to, but for you to be equal means I would have to give up some form of my power. I'm
Mhm.
not doing it.
We're gonna have to take it. That's the difference.
And you help me build an army. You help me design all these things to keep you out of the position to do that. Your color, your kind, smart, brilliant, built. You help me build all of this
Yeah.
to make sure that that never happens. So at the end of the day, where do we come in? At? I mean, how do we take it back when we already gave them the tools to use against us?
Yep.
when AI hit the scene, the first thing black people did was they started taking pictures and uploading their profile pictures on Facebook with the new AI trends. Now, all AI do is post nothing but black videos
Yep.
about church and downing and XYZ. And you
Yep.
wonder why it's happening so often with the black. Y'all gave them the tools. You know what
Yep.
I'm saying? It's the water gun, the the light, the everything that a black man invented, you handed it over. And then you complain about what they have. You gave them the tools to shine.
That's why I say segregation, desegregation was the worst thing that happened to us.
It really was. So
Because
I
we
mean,
gave up everything that
we
we
gave up
had to go
everything. And
sit at
I
that
understand,
table.
like I say, we are the only race that wants to actually fit in when we don't have to.
Yeah.
We don't race that perm our hair. You know what I'm saying? We want to blend in that bad. When it's Cinco de Mayo, we turn into Mexico.
Everybody trying to be like us and we trying to be like everybody else.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Cinco de Mayo, we turn into Mexicans. If it's St. Patrick's Day, we turn into fucking, you know what I'm saying? All that, bro. So I understand when it comes to that power talk. I'm all for black people. You know what I'm saying? I honestly feel like, man, I want this shit. But at the same time, like I told you before, what do we do in power? Judging off what you know right now, and I'm speaking to Dwayne too. Judging off what you know about right now about your culture, 2025. If we woke up tomorrow and we was in power, how do you think that's gonna go? Off of what you know right now. No unity, no, you know what I'm saying? No back and forth. We don't have any structure. We mad about who's in position of power. We can't take somebody else outshining us. Where do we wake up tomorrow?
The crab in the bucket effect gonna take full effect. Because it's
So
gonna always be somebody that, oh, he don't speak for me, or I don't follow that. You know what I'm saying? Like
so
instead
so in
it's
my mind, if we can't get past that, where do we go from there? You know what I'm saying? We're far from the position of wanting to take over or wanting to be equal or wanting to be. We're not ready for it.
no, we're
Because you
not.
gotta think about, listen here. One thing about white people is you need a job, if you need a house, if you need XYZ, you can go to the bank, you can go to this, you can go to your boss, you can go to your friend. They're gonna put you in a position to win.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you go to your auntie, your if your uncle work at Eastman or he work at some plantation, or you know what I'm saying, some shit like that, he's not gonna put a word into you, a word in for you because he don't trust you to work at that job and do right. In reality, he's not really wrong because you gonna get mad because you gotta stop smoking weed. Or you can't stop smoking weed, and then boom, you get drug tested now, his references is messed up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he's not wrong, you know what I'm saying? I mean, we fucked up, man. And
As a
excuse my
people.
language.
As a
We
people.
we messed up, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I've always saw it, but it's like now that I'm older, it's bad, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, I have continuous hope. Like 2 years ago, man, I had all the hope in the world, bro. Like I feel like, man, like I said, when Trump was in office, I feel like, man, I said, man, we finna run into a problem, man. There's too many black people getting money. We actually seeing money. If black people prospering is, you know what I'm saying? I said, man, it's gonna be a problem. We're gonna run into a real problem, either with the government or it's gonna be a, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a problem outside. I kept feeling like it's Oklahoma all over again. I thought we was gonna actually come together, unity, and we gonna do our thing. I was ready. But no, again, we got money, we got power. What did we do? We shitted on each other. And now we lost all that. So now we back to, oh, we need to do this, we need to do that. It's the same thing. Like I said, when Malcolm was in office, Malcolm told y'all, man, hey, get off that weak shit, man. We need to stand up together and go fight, and we need to put it in their face and stand strong. We ain't got to necessarily go over here and tear the house up. Man, stand strong.
Yeah.
Don't turn your back.
Yeah.
Martin came over here and told you, hey man, march together. You know what I'm saying? Peaceful protest. Then he turned back around and say, I'm about to lead my people to a burning building. Okay, so that means he ready to start talking about what Malcolm talking about.
And you
But
know
at the
what's so
same
crazy
time,
about Martin? and I don't try to, diminish his legacy or nothing like that. But all of his stuff, he had a Jewish dude behind him.
Listen, I'm not taking away what his agenda was. I'm just telling you what they put in front of him because you gotta think about it, man. Out of all our history, you only gave us this. That's what I be saying about companies that like cars and certain brands and stores. You only
Hmm.
give it. I know for a fact it's plenty of people that have the mindset to open this up. This is like airlines. You know what I'm saying? NFL. There's not a black owner yet. You trying to tell
No,
me you trying to tell me no black people have enough money to put together to get their own NFL team? So that's why I say it's control 100%. My thing is if you chose this message, you wanted to cool it down, and that's really one of the reasons why I feel like black people honestly back down to a lot of things because they have Martin to chill everybody out and tell them please protest.
Martin, Jesse Jackson came after him,
You know what I'm
Al
saying?
Sharpton, all of those, they were plants put into
They
place.
were
So when
playing
stuff started getting a little out of control, they send them in and
and
y'all
give
go
them the stage.
control them. Go
Give
control
them
the
the stage,
black
you know
people.
what I'm saying?
Yep,
Let me give you the stage to cool your people down.
yep.
They'll listen to you because they feel like you a black person in power. You up here with the elite, you know what I'm saying, the elites. But in reality, man, all they did was gave you a key and told you to, and turned it. And you was cool with it because you was in position. You know what I'm saying you was right here next to these people.
Time
Like I say,
18, say Magic Johnson is a limited on. Yeah, that can be minority owners. Condoleezza Rice is a minority owner of the Denver Broncos. But
yeah,
they are not, you don't see one that's an actual owner, the
yeah, that's the
majority owner.
actual
You'll never see that because that's a certain union.
yeah.
That's
Like
what they
Mark
call it.
Cuban is the owner of the Dallas, the Mavericks. He's the owner. You know what I'm saying? We don't have it.
Who? Mark, you said Mark, well, he used to be. Now it's that group from Vegas.
But I'm saying like when he owned it, he owned it.
Yeah.
You know what
Or
I'm
like
saying?
Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones is the
Derrick
owner.
Jones owned it. He's the owner.
The actual owner of the Commanders is the dang, what's that dude name? Uh I forget his name now, but he's the actual owner. Magic Johnson just put some money in and he getting paid a little bit, kind of like what
It's
Tom
kind of
Brady
like
doing.
Jay-Z. Kind of like Jay-Z, you know what I'm saying? He
Yeah.
got his hand put in certain things when it comes to the league, and but he doesn't have full ownership on none of it. You know what I'm
But
saying?
that's our problem. We don't own nothing
But I
as
will
far
say this
as
though.
the industries, the major industries. We don't own our own music labels. We don't own our own TV networks. We had BET, they sold it. You know what I'm saying? Like everything. We own everything that we had. We had our own movie theaters, bus lines. They sold all of it.
I will say this though. I saw something the other day online
Yep,
where they said that
shareholders.
LeBron James and some other dude they was talking about opening their own NBA, and magically they got shut down by sports betting.
Yeah. I mean, look at Jordan.
So
Jordan was he was a owner of Charlotte, but then he
yeah,
sold it. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
that's what we do. And every time we get something, we sell it off.
yeah. But the quote on Jordan though, Jordan already said he don't fool with niggas. He don't fool with black
Well,
people like
no,
that.
Jordan owned private prisons. So
But I can't say that I don't feel him. I mean, if you in a state and you think about it, man, you can't help somebody black, bro. No matter how much you put forth, at the end of the day, man, it's a self situation. You either gonna sit up here and you gonna cry about what your black people doing, about how they not following the path of you know what I'm saying, coming up and want to be prosperous, or you gonna sit over here and realize that man, it's me. And if I don't look out for me, ain't nobody over here, ain't nobody in the ghetto finna come over and uplift me and help me get these millions. And man, I'm gonna just play the program. Now, what I don't agree with him on is you playing a program with the other kind.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now, if you want to open your own private prison stuff and you run it like how you want to run it, that's cool. But don't stick a fork in us. You know what I'm saying? Don't step on us.
But you gotta think, look at what all these companies do. Gucci, Louis Vuitton. Once they use us to build them up to a certain place. And once they get there, they don't need us no more.
Hey,
Netflix.
bro.
Netflix
Li-
started off small.
Listen,
Everybody was using black movies and black TV shows. And then once they got to a certain Fox or NBC, they was the same way. That's who the Wayans brothers and all them used to come on. The CW. All of those companies used us until they got to a certain level. And then once they got there, they didn't need us no more.
Marvel. I mean, listen, man. This is
Blade, Wesley Snipes is the reason why Marvel is where it's at right now, and a lot of people don't even realize that.
yes, but this is my thing, bro. Like I say, just go back to inventions. Just go back to everything. You know what I'm saying? Name one person of race that don't profit off black people. You know what I'm saying? We the only the only race that don't
We,
profit off black. Listen,
yeah,
so if right now, if I was to tell you, I was opening up a business, it's been booming because I haven't put my face out there, right? But I want to, you know what I'm saying? We finna get ready to open up a store. We finally broke a deal with Dillis and JC, you know what I'm saying? Everywhere. I show my face, my sales are gonna go down
yeah,
because I'm
yeah,
a black man and nobody wants to represent that. But if I'm Gucci, if I'm Louis Vuitton, if these white folks are wearing it, if these Italian women are wearing it, if it, you know what I'm saying, if it's on TV and these rappers are wearing it, that's where their money is gonna go
yeah.
because they market. You know what I'm saying? If you want rims, gold teeth,
That's us.
chain,
Yeah, put us out there.
uh,
Then
black hair products, because that we're not selling that.
if you
We
want to
don't have
sell
it.
clothes, shoes, material shit, then they'll put our face out there until they get to a certain level.
Come on, man. It's gone after that. Once everybody, when you stream, when the people stream, they don't go over here and get Sally and Rachel. They go get Snoop Dogg, uh,
Casanet.
Cassinet. They go get all these key black people. They this is another thing I've never understood on those hood documentaries. It's like they go to Old Block. They go to, they have these interviews.
Hmm.
Black. Why are y'all giving these folks this much energy, bro? But you don't even give your. I can't even come over there in your neighborhood without getting pressure. If
Yeah,
I come over in your neighborhood with a camera right now, bro, somebody gonna draw down on me. Probably rob me for my equipment. But if Ryan come over here with his equipment, hey, what you doing over here, Ryan? Oh man, I'm trying to film a video of how y'all living over here. Oh yeah, man, follow me. That's
yeah.
crazy work. That's how I throw it
That's
off.
just like when they be making these rappers check in. But then you had these companies come there and do the same, gentrify your whole neighborhood. Well, ain't no none of them got to check in.
Throw it off in the mentality, but like the mentality of the mind is trash. But
Yeah.
let's just talk about gentrifying real quick. So I feel like what people realize is they're not after me. They're really terrified. I'm the gangster. You know what I'm saying? You're really scared of me. So therefore, I'm gonna build me a two-story house next to this $30,000 house, $20,000 house. I'm gonna put a two-story right here. That way, I don't have to pay anything for it. You're not gonna shoot my house up. You can shoot the person next door. I'm not gonna have any problem. I'm gonna sleep good at night. Because why? I'm not the target. And once they
Hmm.
realize that, they realize they can live comfortably for cheap.
Hmm.
Why couldn't I have this mansion sitting on 2.5 acres?
Yeah.
Who's gonna call the laws on me? They're not bothering me. They're not gonna break in my house. They're scared of me. They're scared of the consequences. But once I call the laws and I say, "Oh my God, somebody broke in my house," everybody in the hood, everybody in the neighborhood in trouble. And us as our color, we know that. You know what I'm saying? But let me move over there. You know what I'm saying? In a two-story house next to these twin. Man, they breaking in my sheet that week.
Yeah.
And they're gonna
It's
continue to do it all year long.
it's that mentality that we've been conditioned with to hate each other for some reason.
That's crazy work, bro.
Yeah.
That's really terrifying.
And
Like,
the
and
reason why they're able to use us because we the number one consumers in this country.
yeah. And
We
think
gonna
about it, bro.
spend money because we don't
We
have no financial literacy.
we uh just whatever, bro. Nails, eyelashes, everything
Yep.
is mimicked from another culture, bro. I
Yep.
have never looked at a black girl and said, "Oh man, I love your eyelashes." I ain't, you know what I'm saying? I don't like my women in weave and makeup. You know what I'm saying? If you see my wife, man, she got a natural hair, natural nails, no makeup. I don't care how you look in the morning. You know what I'm saying? I love that, bro. You know what I'm saying? I like the authentic of it. You know what I'm saying?
That's what women fail to realize. A lot of men would rather prefer you to be natural anyway.
Yes, sir. Man. I swear to God. Listen, I cannot stand. It's to the point now I can't tell if you're a woman or a man.
But see, Dwayne say Shaq owns like 9 Papa John. Yeah, he's a franchised owner. But when you look at who's the owner, that's a
Owner,
company. That's a company that owns
that's just
it.
like Rick Ross with Wingstop.
Yeah, he's a franchise. I could go own a Wingstop or a Subway and be a franchise owner,
That's just
but
like
I'm not the
Jeezy.
owner of Subway.
That's just like Jeezy with Avion. Did it with
Ciroc,
Ciroc. Did it with DeLeon. He's
Jordan with
not the
Jordan
owner.
brand. Jordan don't
He's
own
not,
it. Nike do.
yeah. But Jordan did own Jordan, but once he owned Jordan,
He only
he's
owned
not
12%.
yeah, and then this thing about Jordan though, you're not getting no shoes that was made by Nike.
But
You
I'm
coming out with
saying
50 days.
the Jordan brand, he doesn't own it.
No,
Nike owns it. He gets a
Nike owns
12% payout every year from Nike.
it.
But he
Yes.
don't even own the shoes that everybody buy and everybody, you know what I'm saying, love and this wear with everything.
Listen at this,
He
bro. I'm gonna take you back one time. Man, did you not remember when Jordan first came back on the same people were dying, bro?
hmm,
That that's gonna I'm gonna let you know how much more we fucked up in the head, bro. We were dying behind a pair of sneakers.
yeah.
We were standing in lines wrapped around the store for a pair of sneakers. I remember riding by the mall, bro. I've never stood in line, bro. But I remember riding by the mall and just looking like, man, it's 8 in the morning. I'm headed out of town. I'm headed to work, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And you would just see a line outside the mall. And all they handing you the tickets. You might not get this.
And this was
Oh,
so crazy. It's the same shoe over and over and over and over, just a different
and
color.
over again, bro. What does this shoe mean to you? Because the thing about it is, you're gonna wear it and take the value out of it. So, what does this shoe actually mean to you? For you to actually hurt somebody, or you actually, you know what I'm saying, stand in
Yeah.
this line and get this shoe. When they have Reeboks, they got all these other shoes that you can actually style your unit with. But what does this shoe mean to you to where you stand in this 2 hour line to maybe don't get it?
Yep.
There's a limit on this shoe.
It's because they've been told. See, and that's what and this is what people got to realize what celebrities really are today. It's modern day peacocking. It's the same thing they used to do with the slaves. Dress them up. That's where the term Sunday's best came from because they would dress them up on a Sunday, put them in a nice suit, put the little chains around their neck, and everybody don't even realize what the chains actually represent around your neck and they would peacock them around the town, march them
Yeah.
around, parade them around, make them look good. So then the other slaves would be like, well, if I do this, I could be like that one, just like what the celebrities do.
Mhm.
They gonna get paid regardless. Influencers, if I get this, I'm gonna get the same treatment as that person. So you go spend your damn last when they done had it given to them or a loan that they gotta pay back, or you know what I'm saying? It's a rental. A lot of that time, a lot of stuff like that be given to them as a brand deal or something like that. They're not paying for that stuff.
And like I said, I don't understand. Like I say, they'll sleep good at night because like I say, it feeds their family. Nobody cares, bro. And once people realize that
Mhm.
our action gets us nowhere, I can't even say that I can't even say we'll wake up then because again, people don't like to be uncomfortable. So
They got us to the point to where we'll take the money over anything. You know what I'm
no, yeah,
saying? And they know it. They
yeah,
know if me and you say we get up to a certain level and we start getting a following, All they gotta do is pay somebody that's around us. They're gonna look at everybody's situation. This person might have his rent need to be paid. This person might be behind on bills. Then they gonna pay them to take you out.
Man, I'm telling you, and
Or have 62
5,000,
women come out of nowhere from 2003 and say you
2,000 to get it done.
mhm,
Not no 20,000, not no 200,000.
mm.
2,000 to get it
They
done.
know how they know how it go.
Hell, somebody will scream out for 200.
Look how they did
They're like,
Rashad
"Great."
Jamal. Why is nobody making an outrage about him? This man went to
They do.
prison for nothing.
But
All
do you
because he was
see
telling black folks who they really are.
do you see how influenced and how much we was for him? But the moment that somebody step in and get him out the way, we completely shut up, bro.
Nobody even care no more.
Nobody cares. That's just like when George Floyd went, when he died. They rioted, they hoo-haed, but the moment that they gave us a street name, the moment that they gave us this right, everybody went back to work and shut up.
Yep, yep.
Long as you give me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, man, and
And
a
what did
something
they
to drink.
do? What did they do? Create Black Lives Matter and made a profit off of the situation.
And once they got tired of once they got tired of the Black Lives Matter, they exposed them.
Exposed them. Oh, well, she's buying mansions and she's doing this and she. Well, hell, how the hell she get it? She was put in place. She was the face of it. But the Jewish dude, ain't nobody said nothing about him.
Hmm.
The actual dude that started Black Lives Matter.
Yeah, he already took his money. He ain't going to jail for nothing. He already got his money.
Yeah. Oh well, when you in that community, you ain't got to worry about nothing. You protected.
That's what I'm saying, man. It's so dog, man, to where people look at it and they don't get the outcome, or they don't think that deep that is actually taking effect in their community. They look at it like, why would they do that? And why wouldn't it?
And the problem that's become with us, if it don't affect us directly, we don't really care. You know what I'm
Nah,
saying?
for real.
Unless it's something trending, then people gonna post about it and act like they this and act like they that. But then after a week, it's gone. Nobody cares no more.
Yeah. If it's not violence, negativity, like right now, I can go do something real stupid. I can go hurt somebody. I could make a fool of myself. In my hometown, I'm gonna get more attention than I've ever got.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? If I make it big, I'm gonna get more attention than I ever got. But as long as you out here preaching something positive and you actually trying to make something turn over to where it actually
Mm-mm.
benefits people, you're gonna stay right where you are.
If this was the type of show that we was bashing black people and we was talking bad and doing this and doing that, we'd probably be a major following. But when
And
you try
then,
to speak positive and stuff, people don't want to hear that. They don't want to learn nothing. They don't care about that no more. This ain't the generation for that.
then you gotta think about it, man. What actually gets people going? Like when they wake up, what motivates them?
Drama.
You know what I'm saying?
I noticed that when I post, I do it on purpose. I'll post some on Facebook, right? I'll post something positive, maybe like somewhere somebody done did some kind of accomplishment or something, maybe 2 or 3 likes. But the moment I post something about Cardi B or Offset or you know what I'm saying, young boy, something like that, it's getting shared. It's damn near
You know
going
what I'm
viral.
saying? It's gonna
It's
take a complete
crazy.
turn. You know what I'm saying?
It's
It's
crazy.
I don't understand it, man. Well, I do understand it. I just don't understand like what is it about us not understanding that shit not working. You would rather, and I say us, we would rather turn up Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Hell, most people turn up 7 days a week. But we would rather turn up every day a week. Then the day that we get out, or the day that the bill come, we'll sit up and cry and complain about how life treats us. And in
Blame
reality,
everything
man,
else. Yep.
you blaming everything else about why your life is now. We talking suicide. We talking all these negative things about how life treated you, mean, how life wasn't fair to you.
Yep.
This wasn't a life you expected. This wasn't a life, you know what I'm saying, you had going. Or you would like you know what I'm saying, you would look at somebody else and you would say, "Oh, shit, they always had it good." Or they parent nah, man, they just sat down and actually took time to understand shit.
Yeah,
Or they understood that, man, this not right. But in their mind, "Oh, you too good.
yeah.
You too," you know, I mean,
You think you better than everybody else.
their favorite line. You the favorite line. Oh, he
Yeah.
think he better than everybody.
Dwayne say that's why Officer Tatum is famous because he uses his platform to talk down on black people. Yeah. And then you got the racist white people that love that. They'll pay you for that. They will
But
pay
see,
you.
this
That's
the
why
thing though.
Charleston White blew up the way he did in the beginning because of how he started off. Then once he
But
switched it up and started talking positive stuff, because in the beginning he was really positive. He wasn't like he was. He had the bow tie, he had the dress shirts and all of that. Nobody
listen,
listened to him.
man, he still be preaching that positive shit. But if you can pay attention to the ratio, that positive shit he talk, it never gets blown up. Okay, so
Nope,
do you remember that scene he
nope.
just had probably about a month ago? Where he went to a college and they brought him there to speak.
You don't even hardly hear
He,
about it.
he was talking good sense. They wanted the negative side of it. So when he
Yep,
brought the negative side of them, that's what went viral. But
yep.
when they brought it back and said what he really flipped out about, he said, "Man, you brought me to this college to talk about bullshit. I'm out here trying to talk to these kids, and you want to talk about bullshit. You a professor talking about bullshit." He said,
Yep.
"Motherfucker, you don't want me up here talking sense. You want me up here to be a nigga."
That's what they want.
Uh,
If you willing to embarrass yourself or be a nigga for them, you'll blow up. You'll get the money. You'll get the following. You'll get look
you
at
know what I'm saying?
motherfuckers like Miss Netta and all of them. You know what I'm saying? Shamar, them type of people because of what they were doing. If you willing to do that for yourself, I mean, humiliate yourself and all of that, yeah, you gonna get the following. But if you trying to come out and talk positive and all, you ain't gonna hardly get no views because they control the algorithm. They're not gonna push you. And you trying to
And that's
tell
gonna
black
be
people to learn this and listen to this and do this. Nah, nah, that
nah,
ain't what they
man.
want.
Hell
That ain't what
nah.
they want.
Like I
Nah,
said, I heard this a long time ago, man. If you're not willing to publicly humiliate yourself, there's not too many places you're gonna get.
you're not.
And now, if you know somebody, this is another thing that I hate when people say that I put rappers in perspective, and I don't care how they feel or what they say. Once you sign that deal, you can mix me with that. I hustled to get this, I did this. No, you did
Nope.
because all you did was you got a bad credit loan.
Yep.
You got an 800 credit score, and you only had your score was 430.
Yep.
Bad car, buy, you know what I'm saying? Bad credit, good credit. Come buy your car today. They gave you your credit, bro. When they gave you that credit, you signed a contract to be this type of person, do this XYZ, and they push you to push this narrative for you to get through your turn. So majority of people make it through it. When they make it through their turn, they learn that, oh man, I can invest in properties. I can do XYZ. So now that's where you get your money from. You live it, but your actual contract, you got fucked.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You got you
Think
got
about
you got
this.
money.
If Obama would have came out and actually passed laws for black people and actually did, you think he would have made it to 8 years?
Boy, that would have sniped him. Get out of here.
And he wouldn't have had a shot. He wouldn't even
Get out
got
of here.
reelected.
Because listen here, one thing I know for a fact, the black vote matters. They don't cater to Asians. They don't
Nope.
cater to Mexicans. They don't cater to nobody else but the black population. We're the minority. Keep that in mind.
They say,
But when it comes to sales,
they say
when it
we the
comes to
minority.
votes, that's why I say when it comes to votes, when it comes to sales, we are the go-to person. Why is that?
Yeah, because in my opinion, the only reason why they consider us a minority is because they allow so many other people to classify as white. You got Asians and Hispanics. A lot of these immigrants that done came over, they classify as white, so it builds the population up to make it seem like it's more of them.
Yeah.
But when you go and look at what they doing in during election time, they in our neighborhoods. They
They in our
Shit.
neighborhood.
Who they
They in
can't they
our
know they
neighborhood.
can't win no election without the black vote.
They are in our neighborhood, bro. They're not
Yep,
nowhere else. They're
yep,
with us.
yep. You
And
have
I
you
say, and
but
I
we the
say this
only
strong,
ones
man.
that we don't see it.
We don't. We're not. Like I say, let's just say we woke lonely, where I'm from, you know what I'm saying? Everybody alone, we got a unity, we got together. Now we gotta go to Tyler. Now we gotta go to Lindale.
Yep,
Now we gotta go to Canton. Now we gotta go to Turk. That shit get the data. You know what I'm saying? That's a long ass wait
yep.
to get to the population that really matters. Because if we being honest, these country towns, they get us there, but population control falls in the city.
Yeah, yeah,
We follow Dallas. We follow Houston. You know what I'm saying? Think about Houston music. Our whole wave, our whole culture down this way came off of Houston music. You got some Dallas cultures that came with the swag, the shags,
yeah. Dallas didn't pop on the scene till like the 2000s. Because I remember when I was growing up, it was a lot of Houston music that we
and
listened
that,
to. You know what I'm saying? UGK was Mike Jones, Chameleon there, all them, that whole little group, Swisher
yeah,
House, all of them. And then Dallas came along with DSR and all of those dudes. Yeah, Paul
yeah,
Wall, all of those dudes came a little later. But like you say, it was Houston.
exactly. So just starting as far as unity wise, starting from us, we would have to go through all of these small towns and then try to reach the mega city. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because if you going through Houston for us, man, we going through so many small towns. We going through Neck, we going through Henderson, we going through Corrigan, we going through. You know what I'm saying? It's so many steps to get to Houston,
Well,
and
you
we can
name
make a
places
lot of
I ain't.
noise.
I've been in Texas 20 years. I ain't heard of some of these places. That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? I just know because, like I said, I used to love to travel. So you know what I'm saying? Me and my lady, she say, "Want to hit the road? We're gonna deal. It just slow down now, but before we shoot." But
Appreciate that. Buddha. Appreciate that.
what I'm saying is, you know what I'm saying, for us to actually just reach one, teach one, bro, it's more than what you think, man. It's so far ahead, bro. It's
And that's why it's so hard to reach in our community because of so many influences. And you know what I'm saying? And then it's not what's popular. Education ain't popular no more like it used to be. I got this
mm,
homegirl, she in Atlanta. She is the owner of Educated Girls Rock. And we talk all the time. I had her on here like she was probably like my second, third guest when I first started this channel. And she was telling me how starting out it's hard to reach because the parents don't teach education like they used to. And the problem with that is you got parents and grandparents still trying to be young. They ain't trying to pass down no
yeah,
wisdom. That's where everything got messed up in our community because you had everybody like our grandparents was different when we was coming up. My granny was a granny. You know what I'm saying? She
yeah,
wasn't trying to be in the clubs and wasn't trying to be out twerking and dressing and all kind of. She had the nightgown on, the long gown and all this shit. Now you look at these grannies here, they dressing like their daughters and their
yeah,
granddaughters.
yeah. 100% true.
The
They're
the
not
the
watching no
the
babies. They're
uncles
not.
that used to teach us on the block, that used to be out there and keep us out of shit. Like my uncle wouldn't let me be in the streets. You know what I'm saying? He
Yeah.
tell me, "Dick, take your little ass home.
You had to damn near be 25 to be out there with them. You know what I'm saying?
Shoot, you better not
We
be no
doing something.
young dude." And then they see something positive in you too. Oh no, they not finna allow you to be out there. But now
I'm telling you
they
now.
they using the young dudes as the crash dummies.
Here, take this pistol.
Hmm. And make
You
sure
know
it's
what I'm
empty
saying?
when you come back.
Just think about it, bro. All these YNs, where they getting these guns from? They come from a homeboy that's 20, 21, come from uncles that's 21. Anybody that can go in their store that's around their age, they feel like this shit cool. That's where they're
Mhm.
going with it, bro. Or they just selling what they got because they need that 150.
Yeah.
They need that guns. Cause you gotta think about it, they not buying no gun for no $600. Man, give me 150 or $100, man. I need this money back.
My
They coming about the
uncles,
guns,
they would
man.
tell me, man, don't be, they out there on the block. You know what they doing. They tell me, now, youngster, go, you stay in school.
Man,
You
listen,
do this, do
you
this.
can sit right there next to them and watch them hustle the entire night. The moment you reach your hand out there and you try to sell anything, they can damn near put you in your jaw.
Shit, finna hell yeah, finna cave your chest in.
Come
They
on,
might let
man.
you sit around it, or if they was smoking or doing it, they wouldn't finna do like my auntie. She wouldn't allow nobody to smoke around us. You know what I'm saying? Now she smoking like a mother, but as soon as we come around or something like that, y'all put that shit out. Y'all wait till they leave. Wait till
But that,
it ain't like
or
that no more.
you got some people that smoke in front of you, but they'll tell you, hey, don't be smoking over there by him.
Yep,
Hey, blow that shit that way.
yep.
It's the thought, it's the mindset of man, this is still a child. I'm protecting him. Now it
There's no more protection.
and I watched the movie called damn what it was called Beehive or something like that. And in the movie, the concept was basically it was one dude, he was controlling this market to where he basically was robbing old people as far as they you know what I'm saying, internet shit, cyberbullying. He'd take their
Yeah,
money, they pension, they retirement fund, XYZ. And the dude was like, shit, hey, fuck killing him. I'm trying to kill the mother. I'm trying to kill the queen bee.
right.
You can control your seed. You have one bad bee that's affecting the community. I'm gonna take the head off. You know what I'm saying? To me, you didn't do your job. One thing I've learned about mothers, I ain't gonna say mothers, but parents. Yeah, man, it wasn't nothing I could do with them. Yeah, it really was.
Yeah, yeah, it really was. It
It
was
really
nothing you
was.
could do with yourself.
Exactly. You gave up.
Yep,
Cause
yep.
me, I'll move out of town. You don't get that acting right, boy. I'll lock
Take you
you
and
down.
put you in a whole new environment.
A whole new environment, boy.
But
I'll take this
that's
shit
what they
down.
used to do.
Yeah.
Th- And see, that's another thing Vivian say. They stopped whooping ass
They start whooping that. I would.
because
I keep
parents wanted
her.
to be a friend instead of a parent. I used to tell my oldest kids' mama that all the time. Be like, you need to stop trying to be their friend and be their mama.
Hell yeah. I
I
told
was
you I believe
always
the best in the
considered the
first.
bad guy because I wasn't going, but it's done paid off now that they done got older because they don't do a lot of the shit. They already
Well,
know I'm coming.
I'm the best in the first. There's always room for error. You can go out. You can do what you need to do. Boom. But there's discipline in order. You're gonna think
Hmm.
before you act. And
Yep.
if Mr. Charles see you outside cutting up, Mr. Charles better tell your ass up.
That's how it used to be.
You can't
Well,
come to me and say, "Oh, Mr. Charles whooped me," and expect me to go over and jump on Mr. Charles. Boy, I'm gonna go over there and say, "Mr. Charles, what did he do?" And when Mr. Charles said me what you did, I'm gonna whoop your ass again.
bro, I remember when I was we used to have different sides, east side, west side in our town. I'm on the
Yeah.
west side. We lived on the west side. I was on the east side. It was this old lady that stayed across the street from the park. Her name was Miss
Mhm.
Queen or something like that. We over there, we fighting all this shit, showing out at the park. She come over there, done got on all our ass. By the time I got home, she done called my mom and my dad. I done got my ass in trouble again. That's how it used to be.
That's another thing what you just said. Everybody used to have each other number.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody used to be able to get in contact in the neighborhood, like, hey, is such and such down the road? They look out the window, yeah, they down there under the light playing. Tell them bring his ass home.
Mm-hmm. Is what's the name down there at your house? Yeah, they back there in the backyard. Tell him he know he better get his ass here. It used to be a community. We are no
It
longer a
used to
community
be a
no more.
community,
You
bro.
can't even
You,
say nothing to these kids now. The parents
you
gonna
can
try to
be,
get on you before they get on their own kid.
yeah, you could be across the trail. You could be 10 blocks over, bro. Your parents knew who to call to get in contact with you, bro. This is before cell phones was in our pocket.
Yep,
You could be fam.
yep. They
We
didn't need
not
no
wait.
location trackers and all of that. They knew where
Yeah,
you was at.
so that's why I say people don't realize how we think versus how we was raised back then. They say, man, our parents used to just let us run wild. No, they had a chip to where you was at. They knew they could make a phone call and can kind of damn near put in the play to where you at.
Yep,
Like, you know what I'm saying? Because they kind of one thing I knew about parents in the 90s, they let you go outside and do your thing, but they kind of knew the areas you was playing in. So they knew if they made a phone call, they could put eyes on you.
yep, yep.
So it made it seem like, man, we ain't worried about you. Hey, be home for the street lights. we already kind of halfway knew where he was at. Now, if you
Mhm.
just chose to venture off, that's kind of on y'all. You know what I'm saying? If you would chose to go on the creek and play around, because that's what I used to do. We used to go to creeks and we would be in a whole baseball field playing type shit. Parents can't get to us like that, but that's you know what I'm saying. That's just us being boys.
Right.
But normally, if we just clicked up and we just doing our thing, man, we in Miss Martha backyard. You know what I'm saying? Or we in West Colorado room playing it. We piled up in the room playing the game.
Yep.
Now it's technology and took off so much. I'm at home talking to my homeboy on the game at his house. Now we bored, so we come over here. I might got a TV right here, your TV over here. We playing with each other, but we on two different games. We ain't said nothing the whole time,
Yeah.
other than on this TV screen.
Yep.
That's not how we used to move, bro. We used to move
No.
as a
We used to be
we used to
sociable.
have the pack.
It was more social. We used to be face to face with each other. That's
Yeah,
why, man, I remember I used to tell my kids, y'all go outside and play. They think they in trouble. We thought
man.
we was in trouble if we had to stay in the house.
Hey, we couldn't come. Listen, if you came back in the house more than twice, your ass is stuck.
You should have taken a nap. Shit. You better not run in and out that screen though
Hey,
two, three
I feel
times.
like God, you finna go to
Shit.
sleep, bro. Hey, your
Shit.
day is canceled, bro. If you go back in the house, if you come back in the house after the second time, bro, it's over with, bro.
Now you got to be
Go
looking out the
home,
window watching everybody else play because you wanted to keep
man.
running in and out.
You gotta walk around with a sad face, hoping that she gonna let you back out the door.
Yeah, and some of the times, your mom would be like, "Go on back out there, but don't you bring your ass back in this house."
Yeah,
And you out
man.
there to the
Hey,
door. You knew not to come back unless you got hungry or something. Because we didn't worry about water. We went to the water hose. We
yeah,
wasn't coming back in to be in the house.
man,
They
you wasn't
tried
there.
with us. They tried. They gave us
Hey,
the video games. They gave us the internet. Remember, we was the first ones with all of that. That didn't keep
think
us
about
in the
that,
house.
man. Bro, listen, just listen what you're saying to me right now. And it's just taking me back in thought. Man, we was the most healthiest kids.
Yep.
We stayed burning fuel, bro. We know what I'm
Yep.
saying? We was hot, we was sweating. We didn't have too many fat cousins. I mean, we had a few fat cousins, but majority of the time, man, everybody was in shape.
Everybody was thin. Everybody was fit.
Yeah.
And we didn't
We
even
was
work out
all
like that.
we was all I can't really too much remember too many kids that wasn't too much active. So when we went and played football, we all knew we was gonna get on the team, we was gonna play.
Yep.
It wasn't no, oh, well, he ain't gonna make team because he ain't that good. I ain't really had that many people around me like that.
Mm-mm. Everybody played.
Bro,
It
yeah,
didn't matter if you got in the game just a little bit. You got on the court or you got on the
I'm
field.
going. You know
Even
what I'm saying?
we even had girls because it wasn't like everything wasn't sexualized. So boys played with girls back then.
Boys play with girls.
You know what I'm
We
saying?
played house, and it wasn't even the hunting house. It
You
was house.
just saying that that's my girlfriend. We
Man,
passing
come
notes and
on,
shit.
man.
It wasn't social. It wasn't sexualized like it is now.
I'm
It,
telling you, man. That thinking back to it, man. That when it comes to man, that's another scary time, man. It was so peaceful and understanding, man. The world. It's not this. What we
yeah.
living in right now is not that, bro. It's very dark and demonic, bro. It's I can't trust my child to go in the backyard and play.
Buddha said, "Nah, we was playing back hide and go get it." Oh yeah, I forgot about
Yeah,
that
yeah,
one.
yeah, 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 yeah,
But
yeah.
it
I didn't
wasn't
say how I
closed
go
off.
get it. I didn't
It
say
wasn't.
how I go
It
get it.
wasn't closed off though. We were hunting with the clothes on. We thought we were
Yeah,
doing
yeah, yeah,
something
yeah.
then.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. For real, you got to clap back. Yeah, yeah, yeah. My clothes was on.
That was a good one.
Yo, my clothes was on.
Clothes on. You thinking you doing something, or
Doing
what
right.
you might got to do was a little finger, and then you went around
Oh,
try to
listen,
let
I was
everybody
too
smell
young.
it. Man, smell my finger. Smell my finger. Look at that.
I was
Look
too
at
young. I was too young. My first smell of bad finger was in middle school.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That my first time ever. I was in middle school, and when I got that whoop, it was over with. I said, "Oh, is this what it smelled like?" You know, it took me a while to adjust to that. You know what I'm saying? That was a bad one right there. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't normal.
Yeah, you
I,
caught a
I didn't
bad
get
one.
I didn't get right to my 8th grade year. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't fooling with it.
But that's why a lot of times when you hear people our age say it was better back in the day, because you could actually be kids. You didn't have to worry about your kids get kidnapped and all of that. And because you can let them go outside and play, and other people in the neighborhood gonna watch. We had
So
older folks that just sit on the porch and watch the
sit on
kids
the porch.
outside.
Swear to God, sit on the porch. Just watch the kids play. But then too, think that people. So this is my theory on that. It was a time when they were terrified of us.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? In that 90 era, that was a time to be afraid of our color, of our kind. So you didn't really hear about too many of our kind getting kidnapped or misplaced or nothing like that because it was real consequences behind it. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
I don't know too many people, black people that was taking kids. It was like you say, it was a village, it was a community. Mr. Charles was sitting on the porch. Um, Lisa Ray and the girls, they was probably frying fish.
Like I
You know what
remember
I'm saying?
my cousin and them, they used to walk up and down the street, walk through the neighborhood, a group of girls just walking through the neighborhood.
And so
Nobody
this is
bothered them.
so listen, bro. And I told my wife this 2, 3 years ago. That same shit what you just said, bro. I said, man, I would love to buy housing to where the community actually came out and interacted with everybody. Like I
Yeah,
want it don't even gotta be 50 acres. It don't gotta be a lot. It's
yeah.
just enough for people to actually live in this community and grow together. And we actually a family. We go through shit, we get over, you know what I'm saying? It just I want that feeling back, man. I just don't feel
It's
like
you get together now, somebody gonna start shooting.
you can see
Nigga
but
said
don't
lip
think you
gloss
together
popping.
now
Nigga, this
or
CarMax ain't no motherfucking lip gloss.
hey, but you know what I'm saying? You get a group of people together, you know what I'm saying? And 5 people not coming because they don't fool with this X, Y, Z amount of people. I
Right,
hate that type of shit, bro.
right,
You know
right.
what I'm saying? Because that could have been the day y'all could have put y'all differences aside.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Or y'all into it behind a dude, or y'all into it behind a female. That's petty to me, man. This female that moved on. This female that been with 4 different other people by now. But yet we still holding grudges right now. It's crazy work.
yeah. Now we can't come together no more. I
I
mean, it still happens, but it's
no, it
it's
don't.
it's
No, it don't.
like this was another topic I had.
We have moments.
When was the last time you had a family reunion?
2006. 2006.
The main time that black folks get together now is either a funeral or a wedding. We
And
don't
they
really have,
church so much at the funeral.
and yep, say 2016. That's almost 10 years ago, Buddha.
Ooh,
My my family reunion, bro. I'm gonna say early. It had to been early 2000s.
I told mine 2006, bro.
That's crazy.
2006. The
That's
only reason why I
crazy.
know that because the only reason I know that because it happened when I was in school around my you know what I'm saying before I graduated. So that's how I know about mine. But
That, that just goes to show where how far we've come away from the family dynamic.
but what I'm saying is like you say, so if a motherfucker die, how many people do you see packed up in the family section that ain't been around since been when?
Yeah,
I don't understand that everybody got their own thing to do. And I take that back, man. I done been to a family reunion in the world. Man, they family out there enjoying themselves, man. I'm sitting over here in my chair like, man,
yeah,
that shit beautiful.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And that shit really emotional, bro. To know that it's not only just your family, bro, but it's damn near a worldwide problem where we disconnected the world. We can't even grow.
yeah.
The cousins don't know each other.
That's what I was finna get to right there. The
You know what I'm
cut
saying?
you got cousins now don't even know they cousins.
No.
It's
And the
sad.
parents cool with it because they so used to being homebodies and saying, nah, I ain't going to that.
Yeah.
And I say, man, I don't, it's just sad outside, bro. I honestly, I do not get it, bro. It's
And I get that. Viva say people have to live their lives and make a life for themselves. Yeah, but that it's always been like that. People always had, but they always made that time for the family.
yeah,
Whether it was going back for a holiday or something. We always went back for something. Now Like when I go back, half the people don't even come back they used to. You know what I'm saying? Like it's totally different. When I used to go back for Thanksgiving or Christmas, something like that, it'd be packed, family everywhere,
Got your
everywhere.
cousins
Now,
smoking in the car.
the
You got
last
your
time I went back, it wasn't even hardly nobody showed up.
probably with even 15, 20 people.
Nope. It was
Man,
just the immediate people. You know what
yeah,
I'm
me,
saying? It's
telling
so
the truth,
different.
man. My
Plane
family's so
tickets, everything.
divided, bro. My
Yeah.
family's so divided, bro. We got 5 people show up every year. And I'm talking about for Christmas, Thanksgiving. It's the same 5 people, bro.
Yep. It's the same ones. And we used to
Especially
pitch in to help the other ones get there. Like if they like she's talking about the plane tickets, but the ones that could afford it used to pitch in and help those people make sure they got there. It's
yeah,
none of that no more. Nobody is
none of
like
it.
helping each other no more.
It's
It's a
none of it,
everybody
man.
had this individualized mindset.
That's I take it. I take it back into the household, man. We don't even sit at the table and have dinner no more.
Man, man. Yeah,
Let's just
you got one eating on the couch, one eating on the floor,
one in his room with the door shut.
yep. Nobody, they don't we don't sit down and have family time like we used to. I
We
used to
don't
try.
talk at the table. We don't. I ask my son every day, how your day go after school? You know what I'm saying? We all eat at the same time at night. But if you just think about just outside, just everywhere, bro, nobody has a connection to where I know what's going on with you because we sit down and we actually had a conversation over dinner
Mhm,
about what's going on in your life today.
mhm.
Or,
E everybody on their cell phones.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? What stressed you out at work today, bro? You know what I'm saying? We not sitting at the table and we're not talking about this type of thing. That's where depression and all this shit come build up in you. You know what I'm saying? You don't got nobody to talk to. Because if
Yep,
you tell me your story, I'm gonna go tell Uncle Dan that, hey man, such tripping.
yep,
He say you doing XYZ. Or I'm gonna go tell this person, they gonna go tell this person now, the family gossiping about you.
yeah. And now that
That's
person
too
don't wanna
crazy.
come around because they feel like everybody talking about them. So
And
they
they're not
isolate
wrong.
themselves from
And
the
they're not
family.
wrong. But you look at the person like, oh yeah, they tripping. No, they're not tripping, man. They know what I'm saying? Y'all taking them people through a spell, man, and you want these people to forget about how you treating them or what you done for them, man. That's not right, bro. That's
This
not.
but see, Viva, that's what became the problem. She said we live in a world. I'm saying she, I don't even know. You are a she, right? I don't wanna miss you know what I'm saying, misinterpret nobody.
Give
But
give
we live in a world that has
give
so many
5 hearts
different
if you a she or 4 hearts if you a he.
say we live in a world that has so many different ways to connect. Yes, I'm a woman. Okay, good. I ain't want to say, you know what I'm saying? Being physically present is not mandatory for connection. That's what they took away. That's why they gave us the cell phones and the Zoom calls and all of that because they don't want us to be physically present no more. Because when you physically present,
You get
you
the connection.
socialize, you get that
Yep.
connection. We ain't really getting no connection through this screen. We might
Mm.
be talking
We
and it,
vibing.
yeah, you might be vibe, but it's not that dynamic, that connection that we used to have to where it's like a love type of feeling because you
Yeah.
can't get that through a screen.
I
They
can't
took
right
that
now,
away.
right now we have a common agreement. I can't give you one of these and know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I can't express it.
that's different. If we sitting here watching the game through the phone, that ain't the same as us being in the same room watching it and cheering and all of this.
Yeah.
It's different. They knew what they were doing when they gave us these cell phones and they gave us social media because that took that away. That's why they were like, "Oh yeah,
But
you can FaceTime, so you ain't got to be in the same
again,
room as that person."
again though, I gotta go back to the 80s, bro. When they gave us dope, we can either smoke it or we can sell it. Same thing with this modern day now. You can either pick this phone up and do what we want you to do, or you can put the phone down and do what we you know what I'm saying, what you expect yourself to do. So
Yeah.
again, I can't blame them for giving us the dope to smoke.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It's
Because
us hanging ourselves.
you got freedom of choice.
You got freedom of choice because putting up this phone is $1,200. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have to buy this high ass phone. I
Yeah.
could have went on about my day socializing outside. Hey, man, how you day? Getting on somebody who be on their phone all day, getting on their nerves. Man, how you doing today? What's
Mhm.
going on? I'm still trying to talk. He's still trying to do this right here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm
Yep.
stuck in the old times of me trying to talk because I don't want to buy into this new world. And then you got somebody over this in this living in this world. He's not trying to hear me because it's more attention over here.
And see that, and that's what's the difference with like talking and texting. We came from
Words
an
just
era
get
where
you
you had
through.
to pick up the phone and call somebody and talk to them. Now they
Yeah.
just send a message. You ain't That's no real connection in that no more.
Mm. And I'm the type of person, I don't do run-on sentences. I don't do uh abbreviations. I don't do exclamation marks. I don't do none of that. So whatever you read and how you take it from me is how you take it. So you got other people that take it and be like, oh well shit, you meant it this way. And that right there could damn return to a war.
Yeah,
Because you
oh
ain't
yeah.
because now you gotta go on the phone, y'all arguing because you're trying to explain that I didn't mean it that way, but
Yeah.
they took it that way because of how you text it.
Out of it and took it out of context.
I took it out of context.
That's why that's but see, that's why I believe we gotta get back to that. That's the only way we're gonna get our unity back. Because when they had the unity, that's what they were doing. They
Yeah.
had the family reunions, they had the gatherings, and everybody just a barbecue for no reason for the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? We don't do that no more.
So what do you think about Friendsgivings? What do you think about friends? What do you think about people meeting new people and connecting and becoming friends over holidays and building off of that? I mean,
Yeah,
not just necessarily saying family, but just friends building off of relationships of gathering.
it's still a relationship to me.
Yeah,
Because
I think the same thing. So you feel
yeah,
like there's unity. You feel like there's something that's bringing them together and growing as a pack.
like you saying like friends hanging out
Basically
and
like a reunion, but you're using people that you want strangers. You going off of strangers because you don't have that at home. So you using the holidays to meet new people.
I can see people doing that if they don't have uh I can see people doing that if they don't have family, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Or anybody that then yeah, hey, but we used to do that in the black community. It
Yeah,
didn't If you didn't
yeah.
have nothing to do for Thanksgiving, you can
Man,
come
come
to our
on.
family. Come over here and
Yeah,
eat with us. They don't do that no more.
yeah, I definitely believe that. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing that happened that not only holidays, but you gotta think about, man, it was a time when black people used to gather damn near every other night and they'll bring a coworker over, they'll bring a, you know what I'm saying? Even
Hmm.
if you're not black, they'll bring you over and be like, hey man, come over and enjoy yourself, you know what I'm saying?
Yep. If
Get the
you ain't
vibes up.
They used to ask, "What you doing for this? What you doing for Thanksgiving? What you doing for
Yeah,
Christmas? Oh, you ain't got nothing to do. Well, come over. We having a get
come on,
together.
man.
You come eat with us. Come chill with us."
You can be that single soul white person that's coming over and they're gonna treat you like love, man. It
Yeah,
ain't none of this. Oh man, this
yeah,
extra, this. Ain't no weird feeling, man. They're gonna treat you like family when you come over here, man.
yeah.
I remember them days, you know what I'm saying? I remember seeing the strange guests coming over, but everybody treating them like, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you play cards? Oh, well, you teach your ass tonight. Hey, you do XYZ? Oh, well, you finna learn tonight.
Yeah.
Come on in the kitchen. Let me show you something. You know what I'm saying? Let me show you how to make this right here.
That's where that inviting them to the cookout came from. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? That's where it started.
Yeah.
And now, everybody they use that as a term, but back then it was a real thing.
A real thing now. If genuine people actually want to come over and you know what I'm saying, just hang with you. You know what I'm saying? You actually took time to learn this person and know that this person is actually cool and once you bring
Boy, yeah.
you
You,
got me.
yeah, you came back in. You get kicked out there for a minute.
Yeah, I seen my screen over here working. I was like, damn.
But yeah,
But yeah, man.
it's a lot that changed when they gave us these cell phones and when they gave us social media. They took all of that socializing, direct socializing away.
Yeah, most definitely, man.
Let's see. We got another topic. Private prison companies have sued states or threatened to sue for not meeting minimum occupancy requirements stipulated in the contracts. A practice sometimes referred to as low crime tax. These lawsuits or threats typically stem from clauses that guarantee the company's payment for a certain percentage of occupied beds, often 80 to 100%. Man, that's crazy.
So they mad because people ain't going to jail.
Yeah. Not enough people. They they suing because they said they telling the states, y'all told us y'all was gonna fill our jails up. You not doing it. So what does that say about these states?
People ain't been going to jail since COVID, really.
Not like they used to.
Not like they used to. I mean, you can catch a case, but you can fight the case so long to where they dismiss it
Yeah,
because there's so much wrongdoing in the picking up the case.
that's crazy. Say contractual clauses. Many contracts between private prison firms such as Core Civic, GEO Group, and Management and Training Corporation and state or local governments contain minimum occupancy guarantees, lockup quotes is what they call it. These are designed to guarantee a steady revenue stream and mitigate financial risk for the companies. And you know who they target. You know what I'm saying? That's why they changed the music and changed the movies and changed the TV shows back in the day because they went to you heard about that meeting that they had with Ice Cube and all of
Yeah,
them about the
yeah.
prop when they
Yeah,
first
basically,
built the private
part
prisons. Yeah, and so that's why you got to be careful with a lot of stuff that's going on. This judicial system, all of that, ain't none of this shit for us. They don't give a damn about us
not,
as a people. It's
not,
all about money.
like I said, my problem with it is, bro. Me personally, I do feel like people need to go to prison.
You said they do?
And yes, because
You know, why you say that?
listen, bro, they say I don't wish that on my worst enemy, but that also came from the same person that loves to do dirt outside. You know what I'm saying? Think about it, man. You got a grandbaby out here. This man's causing hell outside. He's robbing, he's stealing, he's killing. What good is he outside?
Said
So if
boogeyman.
grandma she's worried, her baby's gonna get killed, her baby gonna
Mhm.
do XYZ. Man, lock this man up and get him structure. Get him the daddy that he ain't never had because in that penitentiary, you gonna respect something
Oh yeah, yeah,
or you gonna lay down. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. You gonna get
So
some respect in now.
that's what I'm saying. So majority of the people that's out here fucking up or you know what I'm saying, they going through a spell where they can't get their life in order. Either go to the military or go to the pen. Them two gonna help you out because you can't get out of neither one of them
Nope, not until
unless
they
you
let you.
and until they let you out of there. So you know what I'm saying. So
I'd
the
rather
thing
see
about
them
the
go
pen
to the
is,
military than the penitentiary.
but see the thing about the pen is it's fear. You're stuck. You know what I'm saying? That penitentiary, they gonna make you respect it. If you don't respect, you think you're hard ass. It's a man that'll take something and shove it up your behind.
Oh, it's always somebody better than you out there.
And the person that you think you was, once you get in there, it shows.
Oh yeah,
So that's gonna turn
because
you
you
down.
ain't got no guns in there. You
And
ain't
then
got.
too,
eh, eh,
it's another thing. It's another thing. When that judge tell you 17 years, that automatically went to your good. That's a life lesson right there by itself. When you realize that she handed you 17 and it's nothing you can do to get out of that, your life automatically starts changing for the better instantly.
Yeah,
Know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
You
Just
gonna get
think
into
about the
that
people that get
Bible?
5 years, 2 years that come outside and doing the same thing. Well, you didn't get enough time. In my eyes, you're still a problem. You're a nuisance. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing the community can do to help your mind change. Let's go ahead and lock you back up, bro. Let's give you a 20 piece now. So when we see you again, you're gonna be out here Muslim. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's
Next
true.
time, hey, next time we see you, you're gonna be Muslim and you're gonna
But
be preaching the way and preaching the path of change and the righteousness.
but they gonna be in winning there and join the gang
You know what I'm saying?
for
And
protection.
yeah, so
Bro,
I strong.
I just say because I went. You know what I'm saying? I was hustling and all of that back in the day. And so I went and I seen what it do.
But listen,
And
what you said you went in for them. You went in for hustling, right?
mhm,
So you were actually trying to better yourself in the sense of a state's crime. In reality, you were only trying to make $1. Now let's take
Yeah,
it back.
yeah.
Let's rewind. Let's
Yeah, my
rewind to the
my crimes, my shit was money based. You know what I'm saying? I was
you know
trying
what
to
I'm saying?
get
So
money.
let's rewind.
I wasn't
Let's
stealing,
think
taking
about the
away from
person.
nobody. I wasn't trying to do none of that.
So let's rewind. Let's take it back to the people who actually are killing to get that money, who are actually knocking you upside your head and beating grandma down and doing where are they supposed to go, bro? We're
Yeah.
supposed to talk to them people and be like, hey man, we think you should get your life in order. What's gonna happen? You know what I'm saying? That's the same thing I say with people that's you know what I'm saying that don't have a mind of their own. What's gonna happen when you get into another bad time? What are you willing to do? We
When
gotta
you
go
get
and
in
get you
there,
out of here, bro.
when
If
you
you
get
out
in
here,
there and you get to talking to them people that's got life and ain't never coming home, that make you look at everything totally different.
I'm telling you, bro, you can talk to me. You ain't gotta talk to them. I tell you about the common sense shit. It don't make sense. I understand you young, your testosterone is up, but I can show you a different way of getting this money, bro. I can show you how to turn a dollar over. I can show you how to hustle. I can show you how to say it, no saying just whatever.
Yeah.
But you have some people that don't want to listen, that feel like they don't say they got to shine, they got to do this, that they want to go out here and rob. They want the fast cash. They want this right here. Man, it's a place for you, bro.
Yeah.
You
Yep.
need to go there
And the
because
one thing about it, they got a bed for you. They gonna make a
they have a
bed for
bed
you.
for you, and they have not only do they have a bed for you, but they got a person there that's gonna teach you something.
Well,
You can go in here high headed, hard headed, ready to bang and tussle, and man, listen here. Once you think he's gonna run into him, he got five more people that didn't feel up on his coat wing. That's gonna handle all of it.
yep.
You know what I'm saying? You
They gonna
gonna lay
test you.
down, you either lay down, or you gonna get down. If you banging, you
Yeah. If you
know what I'm
going there
saying,
banging,
bro?
they finna see what you about.
Yeah, and so by you claiming to be this person in the streets, by you following under somebody's bracket, automatically lowers your self-esteem. Because you're not that guy. Now you taking orders.
Yep.
You know what I'm
You
saying? So
yep. You gonna be the crash out.
you're gonna be in a crash out. They're gonna play with your freedom before they play with theirs.
Hell yeah.
So
I
I'm not
had
following nobody to go to
Muslims
jail.
trying to recruit me. I had Bloods, Crips, you know what I'm saying, folks.
I'm telling you.
But I stayed neutral. But you know, when you
That's,
like
that's
that,
what I do.
you got to handle your own.
That's what I was just gonna say, man. I'm a walking. I'm a neutron, bro, because I don't follow a trend. You know what I'm saying? I'm not in that late. I'm not in that nature. You know what I'm saying? Now that young me, you probably could have got me in my ninth grade, 10th grade. You know what I'm saying? My years like that. I
Right.
was a little hot. I was a little hot crash out. But I started realizing, man, this shit is a game. Man, I stay at Longview. I'm thinking some shit that happened in Cali. Well, I'm retarded. My grandma bought me a red polo shirt, bro. I'm talking about thick collar. Sent that bitch to the cleaners. Ready for school. I threw it on the ground and stepped on it. Boy, I'm
Yeah.
tripping.
Tripping.
I woke up the next morning and realized what I did, bro. And I instantly checked myself instantly. I apologized to my grandma. I know what I'm saying. All that, bro. I tripped out. Bro, I'm lost in the cause of what this shit is doing to me. Cause outside before that happened, oh man, I'm creepy. I'm running the blood. I'm everything. But I brought it to my home plate. Man, I woke up with a whole other personality, bro.
Yeah.
Man, I'm tripping. I don't know who the head honcho over the cliff. I'm over here shaking and making C letters with my hands, and I stopped doing it instantly, bro. I disrespected my grandma.
Yeah.
If my daddy find out, man, my ass is grass, bro.
I could never do the gang thing because I don't know. I never liked nobody telling me what to do. You know what I'm saying?
And see
I
down
could
here,
never see myself and be, oh, yeah, that's my little man. He's the little Nick. Like, what?
and
That was
see,
my mind frame was different when I was young.
for me, we didn't have it. We were just our own. It wasn't nobody we fell up under. It wasn't nobody we answered to. We were just little hood. We were just 30.
Yeah, yeah,
But it took me to disrespect my grandma to realize, bro, I'm tripped this baby, bro. I you know what I'm saying. I didn't grow up with my mom and my dad. I grew up with my grandma. For me to disrespect her, man, I'm tripping.
I feel
And
it.
I was luckily I was old enough to realize that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I was old in the mind to realize, like, damn, man, I just tripped out on my grandma yesterday. She bought me a brand new shirt. You know what I'm saying? I stepped on it in her face behind the cover. Man, I picked it up. I put it on her. Don't say she didn't pick it up or nothing. I put it back on her coat hanger. I hung it up on my door so she could see it. I went out. I apologized that morning for school. I'm trying to earn all that respect back. I tripped. When I say I tripped out, bro, I went to school that thing. My grandma didn't have to tell me nothing, bro. I went to school with my partner trying to dad. I said, nah, I ain't with all that, bro. I switched up that instant. I know what I'm saying, that quick.
Right.
What you mean? And back then it used to be that we're gonna jump you out. No, we're not. You know what I'm saying? We're not doing none of that. I just ain't with that. You know what I'm saying? I fool with y'all. I'm around with y'all, but I'm not with it, bro. You know what I'm saying? It don't make sense, man.
Yeah.
Nothing good is coming from what we doing, bro.
Yeah.
On Halloween, it's kids out here trick or treating that we go to school with. Because he not hanging with us, we didn't jump on him and took his candy. That's not right. Know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's not cool. What good is coming from us, bro? Like I said, I cut this shit off instantly, bro.
We used to have zebra fights, what we call zebra fights at the end of school every year, where all the black people just go jump on the white people. I lived in a racist town, you know what I'm saying? So we used to do dumb shit like that. We just go beat up all the white people until they stopped towards the end of the year. They stopped coming to school because they already knew it was gonna be the zebra fight.
Dang.
But that's just dumb shit we used to do, you know what I'm saying, as kids.
Yeah,
Bro, this shit, and when you sit back and you see it now, and you see these kids like in Dallas, they got like the ski mask gangs and all of that shit. And you know what I'm saying? You be like, damn, these kids really lost because they don't have nobody that can tell them like we had. You know what I'm
man.
saying? We had the older ones that was really bang. Like my cousin came from Cali. He was crip out, but he wouldn't let me be out there. Nah, nigga, this ain't for
Yeah,
you. You
listen,
you
man.
in school, you in sports. Take your ass to school. And I'm like,
Listen, bro.
damn.
My daddy had so much respect in the streets, bro. I couldn't even sneeze wrong. But let alone them, I didn't care about them. I cared about if my daddy was gonna listen here, man. I got in trouble at school one day. I'm thinking I'm a freshman. I'm thinking I'm big, I'm bad. I'm causing all kind of chaos in class. They got BB guns in class. They shot the teacher with the BB gun. They throwing water. They throwing juice, the little Kool-Aid juice patches all over the classroom. They smoking weed in the class. Just this day though, some of me told me, man, just to play the part, play the school. I ain't paying no attention, bro. I got in trouble the day before though. I hadn't heard from my dad, so I didn't get no consequences behind this. But I know I got in trouble though. So the next day when I went to school, I just did my part. I did everything right. Class normal is class going normal. They ain't here cutting up. Man, I looked up out the window, bro. My dad is sitting there. I want you to keep in mind, bro. I had just talked to my daddy probably about an hour beforehand, bro. He stay in Dallas.
Yeah.
I'm at this 2 hour drive.
So he done
He
made it.
stay, he staying there. He stay in Richardson. So it's a little change on that 2 hours.
So
So
is.
so everybody cutting up in class, you know what I'm saying? So I get done my work. I start talking. But when I'm lifting my head up to talk, my dad is looking through the window. So instantly I froze. Listen, man, I was terrified. Man, my daddy opened it. Once we locked eyes, he opened the door. He said, "Yeah, come on, come on." I ain't done nothing, bro. The man said, "Hey, what's that shit you did yesterday?" I said, "Huh?" Boom, smashed my head against the window. All the class is seeing this. I'm already knowing what's gonna happen. I ain't surprised. But my daddy had that much fear in me to where I knew that it was consequences behind my actions. So I didn't get in that much trouble as a kid.
Yeah.
But that came like people will say that now your daddy abusing, you know what I'm saying? No, he struck that much fear into me to where I knew that,
We needed that.
yeah, you gonna either tread lightly and do your shit to where you going to sneaking in girls' when you know what I'm saying? You going to go play with some girls and XYZ, or you might get in a fight or something, but you can explain it to your daddy. But just doing wrong and crime and just cutting up, man, something you gonna answer to that.
That's why I think, this generation now, that's what they missing. They missing that somebody to instill that fear in them. They don't fear nobody no more. But I blame
Yeah,
our generation for that because we
yeah,
dropped the ball. You know what I'm saying? We were supposed to be the ones to show them the better way and show them. That's why now, like when I one thing I have noticed is when I talk to these younger dudes, I try to talk to them about like that's why I talk about I done been to jail and did all of this because I try to get them to not go down that path and tell them what it's like going down that path. A lot of them want that. They just don't have it.
yeah, yeah.
That's what one thing I learned about these young dudes today. They want somebody to be on their ass to be. My kids told me one time, I had I had kind of like backed off because I got tired of arguing with their mama and shit like that. So I kind of like let them have a year to where they did what they want. By that next year, they were like, "Nah, Dad, we don't want that. We want you to be hard on us. We want you to be." And so I was like, "Damn, y'all actually want that?" They were like, "Yeah." So
I God, but this shit pay off.
it's we need to instill that fear in them. That's what they lacking. They ain't scared of nothing no more. They don't
Mhm.
have nobody they scared of. My grandpa was there. That shit, I knew he was gonna whoop my ass. My daddy was gonna whoop my ass. My uncles, you know what I'm saying?
And that's the thing, bro. I honestly, the guy knew that it was real life consequences behind my actions. Like I
Yeah,
say, I was still doing wrong.
yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Like, you know what I'm saying? Once I got out, I was already hustling. I was already doing my thing in high school. But I moved smarter because I knew it was a consequence behind what I was doing. So if I know if I get caught, not only if I'm finna get in trouble with the law or get in trouble with whatever XYZ, I know I got some hard hitters coming over here that's finna check all that shit.
Hmm.
So I might have to tussle with my dad, but I also got my uncles over here that's finna ram my head and I got my, you know what I'm saying? I know it's a problem coming from over here. So if I don't move smart, I'm in trouble. And I feel like that right there navigated me through my entire life, man, to where I just made educated decisions. You know what I'm saying? To
It
where,
make you think before you do something because you knew
what a guy,
somebody was gonna
bro.
be on your ass if you did this the wrong way.
I used to watch my partners lose their mind, lose their head. And all I used to do was think before I acted, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hey, y'all chill out. You know what I'm saying? It ain't worth it, man. It's XYZ over here. It's, you know what I'm saying? It's, and I'm not being a person that's saying like, hey, we need to chill out. We need to cut this shit. You know what I'm saying? No. Hey, if we turn over right here, bro, and we shut this bitch down, bro, we out of here. When we
Yeah,
get in the car, I'm telling, hey, man, nah, bro, catch them niggas in Walmart. You know what I'm saying? You gonna wear that? You know what I'm saying? Hey, let's beat them up in Walmart, or you know what I'm saying? Let's catch them with the movies or something. Because if we do it right here, we finna all pay for it.
yeah, yeah.
And so, yeah, we get in trouble fighting in the club and all this shit, but I would have turn this club up and go outside and these bullets start flying, and then boom, here we is. Because that's I promise you, damn near every altercation, that's where we was supposed to always win. But
So
I'm
I
type of
say
person, man,
Walmart.
hey, I swear, man, listen, man, I didn't have probably had about 7 fights in Walmart. I put it on my uncle rate. If I
I never had that go down in Walmart.
man, if I see you and you are my opposition, bro, I'm gonna beat your ass in Walmart. I know you don't got nothing on you in Walmart. I'm gonna
You
turn
say
your ass
Walmart.
alive in Walmart. If you shopping for milk and on aisle 5, all that shit just flat.
Say
I'm gonna
24
wear your
hour
ass out.
shit.
Listen, man, I got robbed. I got robbed. Well, I didn't get robbed. Somebody broke in my house and stole some shit, right? Word came out who done it. Saw them in Walmart over there where they got the baskets and the hangers and shit in. You think I didn't take the opportunity? Boy, I slid this man damn near all the way down the aisle. And the first thing he done when he stood up was reach for his waist. Guess what's not there?
Mm,
I'm
mm.
back on your ass. Boom. I caught another dude over there by the Christmas, I mean by the cards. The Valentine Day cards, the Mother Day cards. He
Yeah.
over here reaching and trying to get a card. Boom. Hey, good luck. You know what I'm saying? Hey, hey, guard up. Cause I'm letting you see me before I hit you. You just you think because we in the store, it's not gonna happen because they got security. Boy, I feel safe as possible. I'm gonna whoop your ass.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
be man.
We
I didn't
don't
have probably about 7 altercations in the store, bro.
this nigga said in Walmart. That was
Man,
some
I
I don't
caught
know. I
somebody in
never
a convenience
we
store.
always met up at like parks or something like that. You know what I'm
Gun
saying?
violence. Gun violence. That's what you're asking for.
Yeah.
I didn't have my share fights at the park and all that, but I'm saying like safe fights. Man, somebody
And
called me at the store one day, bro, and they called me. The man said, "Yeah, man, shit, I'd have beat your ass behind your daddy." And I'm like, "Huh?" And I know what I'm saying. I'm messed up. I'm high. I'm all this shit. I turn around, I'm like, "What you talking about?" Say, "Yeah, man, your daddy did X, Y, Z." Before that man got the rest of that sentence out, bro, we was already in the chip out.
yeah.
So I'm going down through there in the chip ass. You know what I'm saying? I know you ain't got it in here, bro. I'm on your ass, bro. Now, when we get outside, I'm not finna argue back and forth. I'm finna get in the car. I'll beat your ass. I'm done.
Yeah.
My head, I'm not lost. I'm not finna lose my head and be like, hey, yeah, bring it outside. Man, I'll whoop your ass. I'm finna go. Call me. You know what I'm saying? And then I always get a phone call, be like, nah, run it back. You know what I'm saying? We was in the store. Well, you should have put your best effort in it. I did. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I don't got. I'm telling you, man. Hey, I just think different, man. Fight safely. Ain't no real security guards in Longview, in the Walmart.
No.
You have a
And
door.
they ain't trying to get into nothing. They ain't
No,
new. They'll hold you down and wait for the police to get there.
they're gonna call the laws. Your objective is beat his ass and go. All that arguing after you fight is not necessary. Whoop his ass, have a clean, safe fight. Get out of there. Just like buying groceries. Get it and go because the law's coming. You know what I'm saying? And it's public property. I mean, it's private
Yeah.
property. It's private property.
So they gonna press them charges.
You know what I'm saying? Get out of there. It's nothing good. It's
I
nothing good
don't
for you.
I know you heard about this story. Jacksonville Police Department held a briefing on the second day of a manhunt for the suspect, Bobby Michael Dennis. He's 64 years old. His reward has been increased to 21,000. Police Chief McCaskey said the officer was patrolling the 1100 block of Churchill Street when he saw Dennis, who had outstanding warrants in Cherokee County for obstruction and retaliation, standing outside of his home. Law enforcement had been looking for him since early October. The officer approached him, called him out as Mr. Dennis, and asked him to come here when he moved behind his residence. According to Markowski, the officer then saw Dennis holding an AR-15. Said the officer ran to her patrol unit to cover when Dennis began firing at her. Several rounds pierced the patrol unit, hitting the officer's K9 partner, Renzo. So now they have a manhunt out for him for 21,000. It was at 10,000, but now it's been increased to 21,000.
Let me ask you this though: was Dennis wrong?
Well, he had I saw where hold on, because he had a lawsuit, a federal lawsuit against the city before this. 11 days before that, it was denied by a judge.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, court records show he filed a lawsuit days before the shooting. Now I couldn't find what the lawsuit was about. I tried to look that up, but I couldn't find that part.
Do you think they went up there on the porch with a warrant? I mean, it's one thing to have a fugitive, but you also have to have a warrant to go on somebody's residence.
Uh
So
I don't know how that works. Because he already had warrants. So I don't know if they
yeah.
had to have a warrant for him since he already had warrants out for his arrest.
But what I'm saying is, so let's just say he went in the house, right? You have to have a warrant to enter this house.
Yeah, but he never did. He was standing outside his house. He went behind the house and got the AR and came back to the front and started airing them out.
Yeah. And so I found this out earlier today. So they thought that he was at a suspect house. And so they took
Mm.
the suspect into custody and beat him up. His face, he got a knot on his head, face swole, all this shit. And they let
Ah,
him go. After all
of
this, you know what
course.
I'm saying?
They
They
don't want no
realized
lawsuit.
they didn't get nothing out of they didn't get nothing out of him and they let him go.
Hmm.
So my question is, what does that go? You know what I'm saying? What does that do?
Hmm.
Because now they have a thing to where they treat it like it's a back and forth, right and wrong.
Right.
Now y'all showing that y'all wrong on y'all side too by just jumping on the innocent man. Where are we going with?
Oh, they're gonna pay him under the table and get him out the way. He gonna get his little settlement. But they're gonna
Yeah.
make all the attention be on Bobby Michael Dennis. since he's
Yeah.
the wanted one. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna put all the attention on him and slide the other dude out the way.
I honestly think Bobby gone, man. They gonna find him, but I think Bobby gone.
What you
Bobby,
mean? You think he out of Texas?
Bobby, nah, he ain't out of Texas. You gotta have money to do some shit like that. And judging by the mud shots, you gotta have you must got family out of there. But that ain't the same thing to do to go to family. You know what I'm saying? Because they're gonna put that together and try to figure out what family you got out of town. Because not only did Jacksonville put her out of a top 10's most wanted, but
Uh-huh.
other counties are sharing this shit. What's his name? Greg Abbott got involved in it.
I
So
saw that. His
yeah,
office put up what added the other 11,000 to the
yeah.
10,000. That's how it jumped
So
up to 21.
so when you got situations like that, I mean, it's kind of hard to go somewhere. So you gotta go underground. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go to where people might not know who these people are, type shit. So in his sense, man, I'm for you, bro. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I hate you shot a law and all that shit, but man, the law been cutting up. So I don't know what happened on their behalf. Yeah, true enough, you got warrants, but you a citizen too. So
But
depending on how they
he didn't
approach you,
he shouldn't have pulled out no damn gun and started shooting though.
I mean, what you supposed to do? You supposed to lay
I
down. You got
believe
to
he
take it.
was because it say federal court records confirmed Dennis filed a lawsuit against the city of Jacksonville on June 30th. The lawsuit was dismissed on October 22nd after he didn't pay his $405 in court filing fees. So he never paid for the lawsuit to be filed in court. You know, you got to pay that. In a
Yeah,
handwritten complaint, Dennis states that municipal and county courts did not have the authority to order him to appear in court. He said, I've been kidnapped twice and held against my will for refusing to give consent, placing me in danger and in harm's way. Any government corporate body, including police, judges, and lawyers, must cease immediately. So he already had it on his mind.
yeah. What I'm gonna say, he might have wanted to just lay down.
But they gonna damn sure do it for him because when you shoot a cop, they ain't playing about that shit.
Nah, they
But
not.
you know, when you look at the history, and that's one thing I like to talk about a lot too. When you look at the history of what the police department is or was and was created for, they were the original slave catchers.
Yeah,
That's what the state trooper was. When your ass crossed them state lines, they went and got you and brought you back to the plantation.
get your head right on back, right on with that ham. Bring your head right on back.
So, and then they have to take that Jesuit oath. And so when you look at it from that point of when you look at it from that point of view, it's like, okay, I get it. But at the same time, he brought a lot of this on himself because he didn't have to start shooting. He could have just, I mean, you was wanted for, I don't even see what it said he was wanted for. Hold on.
They better not be nothing petty.
Let me see if I can find it. Go to this one. Aggravated assault against a public servant, interference with a police service animal, 2 counts of obstruction, Oh, that's what he wanted for now.
Oh yeah,
But
he
it,
been cutting up.
yeah. He been showing that.
Yeah, he been cutting up.
But that I can't find what his lawsuit was about. His original lawsuit. What was that for? Because he was suing them for something.
Yeah, but it might have been just wrong for handling or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And then he shot a female officer at that. So you know they gone.
Yeah, they had some videos on how she was acting. Like, you know what I'm saying? How her personality and stuff like that.
What was
She
that
was
about? Racist?
nah, she wasn't racist. She was full of herself.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? She
Well, you
was
know, a
above
lot
the
of them
law.
when they get that badge, you know what I'm saying? They
Yeah.
think they become more than what they really are.
Yeah, she was just really just full of herself, you know what I'm saying? She wasn't I ain't gonna say racist, 'cause I mean racist playing a lot of parts. But I can honestly say that I feel like she was very above the law. She feel like the statues went and
Didn't
said whatever she said.
didn't apply to her.
Yeah. It started and stopped with her.
His name was Bobby Michael Dennis. She said, "What is the guy's name you talking about?" His name was Bobby Michael Dennis.
Yeah, Bobby Michael Dennis.
He's wanted out of Jacksonville. That's Jacksonville, Texas. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, Jacksonville, Texas.
Yep.
City of Jacksonville. So, And they got 21,000. You know, if somebody told on old boy that was gone that escaped prison for his own girlfriend told on him, you
Yeah.
know they gon' they gonna give him up.
I don't know how that work. I mean, I know you get time for breaking out of prison, but I don't know how that work though.
Oh, he gonna finish whatever time he had. I think
I
he
think
had
he
life.
had 2 lives. What do you have?
I think he had life.
Yeah, what I'm saying. I mean,
I
shit,
mean,
he can
ain't
do it
nothing
over
more.
and over again.
I mean, ain't nothing more they can give him. You already got life.
Mhm.
So what they gonna do? Add another term?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I don't know no more what he can get. I mean, if you face in life, I'm gonna try to break out 3, 4 more times.
I mean, you gonna have to put me under the jail for me to stop trying to
Yeah.
break out.
I tell the judge, man, look what I did when I got out. I wasn't causing no harm. I think you should let me move out in daylight anyway. I mean, I'm not sorry for going out here getting a piece of earth. I got tired of sitting in this goddamn cell for 24/7.
Boy, that
What am
shit
I
wasn't
doing?
no joke.
But yeah, I'm gonna lie and say, as far as Bobby Dennis, man, I feel like for my kind, man, play it safe, bro. You know they coming for you, and they gonna get on your ass, bro. But
He's
I
64,
mean,
so it ain't too much moving around he can do. They got his license plate, so he can't drive his truck. They got this color of his truck. They got all of that. So I mean, and you ain't got no money.
nah, I don't know.
Yeah, we don't pay no attention to them, Dwayne. I saw that.
What what he say?
Some dude talking about he was invited. Stop inviting him to the live stream. Did nobody tell you to click on it? Could have kept your head going.
For
We only
real.
want you here if you want to be. In other news, online retail giant Sheen or Shane, I don't know how the hell they say that. I be hearing so many different names. Says it has banned the sales of all sex dolls on its platform after being accused of displaying products with a childlike appearance on its website. I went and checked that out and saw some of it. Man, say it's the reason why they're getting rid of it. They knew what they was promoting.
Man, them was kids.
Yeah, them was kids.
5 and 0.
I believe they were I believe what the dolls represented was the kid that you really get. Because you know, in Walmart, it's a saying, the little conspiracy theory that the kids on the wall is really an advertisement. And you,
Man, oh.
man, you gotta look into that. That is some serious shit. They say that's an advertisement, and it's a certain people know what it is, and then they know how to get in contact with the people that handles all of that.
Mhm. Damn, I ain't know
It's
that.
yeah, they say them kids they say they be missing on the wall. That's really advertisement. So that's what I'm thinking these dolls were. They were
Mm,
really advertising on
'cause they was
Sheen.
getting them. So you think they were getting the face destruction in the body and just mm,
Mhm. Because you know that's the number one industry in this world is human trafficking.
yeah. That makes sense though. You're right. That do make a lot of sense, man. Because if you sit up and think about it, they had to get the features from somewhere.
Yeah.
And so you basically marketing silicone kids, but you're really getting the child once you buy it.
You really getting a child. Unless, you like a regular person or something. But if you got those type of connections, that you
Yeah.
know what
If
that
you
is.
give me $65,000, I know what the hell you buying.
You choose this dog, but you actually get the kid in place of the dog. You ain't really getting no dog. You know what you getting. It's an auction. All of
This
this
is
shit,
what I mean about the 2009. Shit completely different, bro.
this shit crazy, man. That's why these days you can't really let your kids be kids no more.
Okay, so let me ask you this. So I mean, so we've heard about Temu doing it. Now it's Sheen. Now it was one more other place. I can't think of what it was called. But they was doing it. So Area 51.
Hmm.
What is Area 51 to
I
you?
think it's a cover up. This gonna be some conspiracy theory type shit, chat. But y'all hear me out. Hear me out before you clip me out. I believe they got us thinking that Area 51 is aliens, but it's really a base for human trafficking. I believe that's where they have like the auctions. That's where they move them around. That's how they get them in and out of this country. Because we got like 130, I think it said 138 underground tunnels that flows through all the cities in the United States. So they can move
Mhm.
without even being seen. They found all those baby dolls and all that in those tunnels under New York. You remember hearing about that?
Yeah, I heard about it. So
He said more
so
than
hear me
that.
out.
Oh, it's
So
more than that?
I watched a study well, I ain't gonna say a study. I saw something online, man, where they said children with disabilities, like, you know what I'm saying, as far as they was deformed. You remember the Goonies, the dude that was in the cage?
Yeah, yeah.
When they was deformed, like how he was deformed and stuff, that's what they call aliens. And they was just basically making a joke out of it. And so that's why they became and said that alien species and XYZ was coming to Area 51. But in reality, they were really doing studies on kids with effects, with defects.
Yeah.
And so it will make sense that that's where the kids that's being sold and the kids that's being, you know what I'm saying, with birth defects and XYZ, this is where all this is taking place at.
That's
Because
why they
it's a
don't let nobody go there.
exactly. When the last time have we heard? Okay, so look, the government is now letting us in on alien sightings, shit that's
Mhm.
touching down. Well, where the hell this shit being at between 90s and now?
They want us looking up. They don't want us looking down.
You know what I'm saying? They used to have it to where kids was on milk carton. One thing I ain't never understood
Yeah,
is when a child go up missing, why we don't shut the goddamn highway down?
exactly. But this is my thing. They always arrest the ones that do the initial kidnapping, but never do you hear about anybody getting arrested that they were selling them to. Who is
Yeah,
the people that's buying
they
these
walked
kids?
off.
Who are the people that's buying these women that go missing and all? Where are they going to?
They
Somebody is
walked.
paying for it.
Somebody's paying for. That's just like paying prostitution online.
Yeah.
Somebody paying for this shit. I
Somebody
don't.
paying for it. I say be careful because all these shows with these images like of Tupac and Michael Jackson. What do they call it? 3D something. Yeah, the AI, where they got all the AI coming out, and that's what's so
Yeah.
scary about AI right now. Because and if you notice, like you said earlier, they using a lot of black people in these AI videos and stuff like that.
Mhm. I'll watch
See,
one.
you can keep your
Normally,
head
I'm
in the
good.
clouds, but your feet planted on the pavement. Yeah, Sora. That's the main AI everybody using is
Yeah.
Sora.
Normally, I'm good at catching AI when it come on. Here lately though,
It's getting better. It's
they're
getting
getting
a
damn good.
lot better.
They're getting damn good. So
Because
why I
at
can't
first
even get it.
you could look at the hands, they might have 6 fingers or something like that, or the hands
Or
look
it might
weird.
be the face might be chopping in the video, or
Yeah.
you can tell by the voice because the voice sounds kind of off. Now,
Shoot, now you
hmm,
can't really tell no more. They done got it to where it's gonna be hard. And the
so
scary
imagine
part about that, you might be sitting at home and see yourself robbing a bank.
now I ain't gonna take it there. So imagine Michael Jackson in 2025 trying to get out of his record deal, and then AI. You
Oh,
know what
well,
I'm saying?
they've been saying about the clones. They say that's why Jamie Foxx got cloned when he supposedly got sick because he did that movie telling everybody who cloned Tyrone or they cloned Tyrone, something like that. I forgot the name of it, but then all
Who
of a
cloned?
sudden he's
They
sick.
cloned Tyrone. Yeah,
And then you know what I'm saying? Like they've been having that. That's why they killed Bernie Mac, is what I've heard,
yeah.
the
Burning.
conspiracy about that whole
See,
situation.
my problem with that is, why do we have to kill somebody, man? Why not just go ahead and defame them or get them out the way?
It's about
What
control.
does what
If
does
you making
somebody
all
got to
this
do?
money for me, and then you decide you don't want to do it no more, and I need this money to keep going, I'm gonna take you out and make
Yeah,
this clone keep doing it,
yeah, because it's a chance that you could have go over here and you can actually still keep making money, like Kanye.
like Kanye.
Yeah, so I see what you're saying there.
They tried to get Kanye, but Kanye already knew what the game was because how they did his mama.
Yeah, I see that.
It's all, yeah, they say satanic rituals. Yeah, all of this stuff. That's why a lot of them, you can't, I don't believe you can become a billionaire without being involved in human trafficking some kind of way.
Uh, Satanic rituals. I don't feel like them satanic. I feel like them Christians doing it.
It is. They
That's just me. Not going against your religion or anything like that, but I don't feel like. Again, I said this on another podcast. If this is the God that we're praising, I'm not trying to go to heaven.
so right. Viva say room 13 was about human trafficking. And she say, and I don't know if that's Hetch or Heck came out with that movie, and the movie was she was working on, and she was targeted and killed. She sure was.
Exactly, man. I just it's a world where we'll say, "Oh yeah, they killed them or they got them out the way," and we'll just go on about our day.
Like
These
it ain't
people are
that.
trying to put us on knowledge to where we can actually grow from what we learned from them. But we so stuck in our time where we like, man, hey,
Hate. Hate. And see, that's the thing. They put it in a movie or in a TV show, and that's how people gonna think it is. Oh, that's just a movie. Y'all tripping. No,
no, no.
they're telling you what it is.
Listen, bro, I haven't watched the movie in the sense of I haven't watched the movie in probably about I know it gotta be like 2016, bro. I have without understanding what the movie is actually trying to say to me, it's hard for me to watch a movie and be like, oh no, that ain't you know what I'm saying. It's a good movie, but I'm looking for that message, bro.
Yep.
I haven't sat comfortably and been like, oh yeah, this movie good and gone about my day. Man, if I watch something, or if it's a big screen, man, I'm trying to see what they talking about.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I know it's a message in it that they got to deliver. That's part of their religion, they whole ritual.
Yeah,
They made a pact. I saw this in a video somewhere that they made a pact to where they can't do nothing to you without telling you.
but
That's
I tell
one of
you,
the things that they had to agree on.
yeah.
Tales from the Hood. Shit. I mean, a lot of those movies back then, they was telling us everything, but we just looked at it like it was movies.
So I got a partner. I got a partner that believes that John Singleton was wrong in the movies that he was making, and I disagree with it.
What do you mean?
He says that John Singleton was basically targeting black communities and getting fame off of how we was living, and
Look at Tyler
basically,
Perry.
but
Tyler, Tyler Perry
but
became a
not
billionaire off.
even on the sense of, but not even on the sense of Tyler Perry though, bro. John Singleton was showing you real raw footage of how it really was in the hood. I can't necessarily boys in the hood, all this. I cannot say that he was lying in the movies.
No, because but
Snowfall.
see, a lot of his stuff, he was showing you the gang lifestyle, the California life that, you know what I'm saying? And
But
so,
go ahead.
no, go ahead. You shouldn't say something.
Now I'm saying like even when he's showing us that, pay attention to what the daddy was telling us of standing by the sign. You know what I'm saying? The boys in the hood when he was trying to tell us that, man,
Yeah,
they finna get ready and come over here and do XYZ. Pay
yeah,
attention to Snowfall. He showed you how XYZ was happening. Pay attention to Baby Boy. You know what I'm saying?
yep.
True enough, Baby Boy was a 20-year-old kid, but that was the people say, nah, Baby Boy was tripping. No, he is the average 20-year-old kid trying to make it outside, bro. And he actually done good and made a way for himself. But they don't
He,
see it.
yeah. He was
They
actually because that, he had the two baby mamas. He had a lot of his movies are real life.
they're real life, bro. People hate to see it, bro. He was speaking real life terms, bro.
He
But
just put it
into a
in a,
black community, he's downing us. No, there's a message in every movie that he's made. Menace to society. Bro, as evil as that movie was, there was a message in the movie, bro. It's
yeah,
what black people took out of it that
yeah.
made that excited them. But it was still a message in that movie, like, man,
Like when the grandpa was telling him, do you care if
come
you
on,
live or
man.
die? You know what I'm
Come on,
saying? He
bro.
say, I don't know. It's a
At the
lot of
end of the
people
movie, he
that
said,
don't
I do.
know.
It's at the end of the movie, he said, man, I do.
Yeah.
But you know what?
It
It
was
was
too
too
late.
late.
It was too late
It
at
was
that
too
point.
late. And at that point in time, bro, he was willing to get his life together and try to find a way. If that ain't a message, I don't know what the hell it was, bro. Come on, man.
And see,
We
that's the
as a
difference. You're
culture,
right. That's the difference between his movies and Tyler Perry movies. Tyler
come
Perry
on, bro.
movies basically it downs black men. It make black men look a certain way in a light, and then it make black women look a
There is
certain
no
way.
end game. There is no end game to a Tyler Perry movie. If
Yeah,
I'm
nah.
this type of person in this movie, I'm gonna stay this type of person until the woman get fed up and do something about it.
Uh-huh.
There is no uplifting me. There is no me coming out of this situation. I don't turn into a good man and change my life around and start treating you better. In every John Singleton movie or his TV shows, he's not only sending you a message, but he's showing you, bro, it's a better way. At the end of this saga, look at old boy, look at Franklin, and look at the buddy that changed his life. Look where Franklin ended up, and look where he ended up at. Even though he didn't write the script,
And you
it's
know,
still the same
Franklin, that
people.
that that show Snowfall was about when old boy, what's his name? Freeway Rick
Freeway.
Ross
Yeah,
started selling drugs and how they got drugs into the black community, even with the Godfather of Harlem, the one with
yeah, with what's
Forrest
that?
Whitaker.
Yeah, Forrest Whitaker, shout out to Lakeport, Long Beach, Texas. But yeah,
A lot of that stuff, they showing us. I just think, oh, and then she said, "Get out." Get out was another
yeah.
one that they telling you what they do, and I
Come
believe
on, man.
that's some
But
shit that.
man, listen here, man. I say this right here, bro, and that's not to cut you off. I apologize, but listen,
No, you good.
slave movies, bro. 12 years, we will go in the theater, so we'll watch it on TV and say, man, that was a good movie. What was good about it?
Yeah,
What education did it teach you, bro?
roots and all
What
that type shit. That's
true enough, it
indoctrination.
shows you your history of what you went down the line and you tried to learn from the movie or what how they treated us and how he became a part of a good era of slaves coming out of this XYZ, how they gave him a piece of land or some shit. Don't give a damn. What good came from what they talking about? He's still the same person. Nothing good. They just gave him the right to they gave him the freedom. He got to another state to where he get freedom. It didn't happen where he was enslaved at. He got out of there.
Hmm.
Got a better chance, bro.
I ain't never seen that movie.
It's just, but I'm just saying, just that's just one movie.
Talking about,
Rosewood. What good came out of Rosewood?
I never did. I see that's the one with Ving Rhames, right?
Big what's it called?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah. And see,
Rosewood.
that's that to me. All of those type, them slave movies, movies like that. That's indoctrination. They want us to keep that mentality, that slave-like mentality, because that's how they've been able to control us for so many
I don't,
years.
I don't even think it's that, bro. Like Mississippi Burning. I think it's pure entertainment, bro, for the elders who actually witnessed that shit. That is good entertainment to a flashback and say, yeah, that shit really happened. I remember that.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? It's dramatizing to this certain type of people, but then it's also entertainment and life lesson learning to the youth to let them know that, yeah, this is what we did back then. Because again, you don't have them remembering that fucking Alamo. You don't have them remembering how we took over Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? We had Pocahontas and hell, I can't even think about an Alamo movie. But we're not catering to the Indians and the Pilgrims and the Alamo. But what we do cater to is how we treat them goddamn slaves. And that was dropping a movie every goddamn February, every year up until last year.
Yeah,
Will Smith made the last slave movie.
that what was that one?
I can't think of what it was called, but before Will Smith, bro, we had a slave movie.
Emancipation
Yeah,
or something like that,
Emancipation.
right? Yeah.
But before then, we had a slave movie every single year that we patted on the back and said that was a good slave movie. And we always come up with this same slogan that couldn't have been me.
My great
That's the first.
grandmother just passed in 2018, right? She was
Uh,
98, I believe. So she was born in 19, I want to say like 20 or something like that.
yeah, my
They,
grandma was
they
born in
they
1913.
don't talk about slaves and stuff like they just talk about straight racism, but they
Yeah,
didn't really talk about their ancestors being slaves or you know what I'm saying? Like so to me, I believe all of that is was indoctrination, a way to control us and make us think that we were the inferior race. I don't even know if I ain't gonna say it didn't happen, but I don't think it happened the way they say it did. Because when you look at the slave owners, it was 3,000 black slave owners. Some of the slave owners was as rich as the white ones. And then when you look
Mhm.
at the who the main slave owners was, all of them was Jewish.
Yeah.
So to me, when it comes to that slave stuff, it's kind of hard for me to sit back and be like, man, I don't know. Because you don't have no ships. Where the ships?
Where are the ships?
You don't have none of that. The only people that I found that came on ships was the Irish and the Scottish. They came because they was kicked out of Europe. And the ones that they didn't send over here, they sent them to Australia.
I give you one better, bro. You know what they said the ship name was that brought us over here?
Jesus.
Jesus. Come on, bro. Come on, man. I can't make listen, man. We in two different area codes, bro. We can't be learning the same goddamn knowledge, bro, on two different
Yep.
platforms.
That's crazy. Jesus was the
I'm
name of
just
the
saying
ship.
though. Do you see what they teach us? I'm saying, do you see what we learning?
It's in the, and
We
then
on
think
two
about
different
this in
platforms.
school. Everything about black people, everything about us starts at 16, 19 when they
Yeah.
say slavery started, but they don't tell us about nothing prior to that. They just call it the dark ages.
Everybody has their own culture, bro. Mexicans know about their history. White people know about their history. We learned their history.
We
Hell.
learn their history. Yeah.
Um, you got Jewish people, they know their history. They got their own Bibles, they got their own everything, bro. We are the only race that follows behind somebody else. And
Because
we're trying
ours
to
was stripped. Ours was
know
stripped from
with
us.
scripts. And I
You
scream this shit loudly, bro. I the only question that I have for anybody, bro, that does history work, I understand that people read their books and they get their knowledge from it and they learn from watching other videos. But I want somebody to honestly come back to me and give me 100% fact of why it was us, what really happened, and you know what I'm saying?
I
Why
can
is it
tell you. I can tell you. I do this. Hey, when it
run it,
comes to
bro?
history, check this
Run
out.
it,
So
bro.
it was seven
I need
different
it.
countries. It was seven different countries that
Hold
attacked
on,
us.
hold on. Hey, chat, ride with us real quick. We gotta go down this history tree. Go on
Yeah.
and kick it real
It
quick,
was
man.
seven different countries that had to attack us. We are the truth. This is why they had to change who we were. And all that
Okay,
African American shit didn't start till Jesse Jackson said this shit in 1988. Before
okay.
that, we were the original people of this land. When they
Mhm.
talk about Cinco de Mayo and all that, those was black people that fought off Spain and fought, you know what I'm saying, in Mexico City.
Yeah.
They don't talk about that, but the real ones know it. When they talk about the gull that see they didn't even teach us about the Gullah Wars when the black people and the Indians actually came together and they changed our name from Indian to Negro. We were the
Mhm.
original people of this land. So in order for them to be able to steal it and keep it under their
So,
control, they had to change our entire identity and make it seem
so what
like
you
we were tied
saying
to
is
Africa.
it wasn't no ship. We're here, right?
No, we was already here.
Go on, keep
Seven
going, bro.
countries attacked
Keep
us on
going.
different sides. On every side of America that you can think of, that's how they attacked us. Because when they came one by one, we were kicking their ass. We were tearing
Mhm.
their ass up. So they had to team up. That's why you see they talk about we owe China and we owe France and all of this shit. That's because all of them was part of it. The
Mhm.
original attack. They had to
Okay.
come, they couldn't just take us out by themselves. They had to team up to do this shit and hit us from Canada. Some came from Canada, some came through that way, some came through where they talk about what the Niagara Falls and all of that shit. Some came through Florida, some came through Mexico, and some came through Cali. They hit us from all sides. That's how they was able to take control of this. And once they got it, they changed our names, changed our identity, and everything. Bro, go look up her name is Sarah, what is it? Sarah Rector, I believe. Her
Mhm.
story tells you about when they changed our identity and the five civilized tribes, which was the Cherokee, uh I can't think
Cherokee,
about I can't think of all of them, but they
you know,
all had
I'm
to
Cherokee.
they all had to come into an agreement in order to get the benefits from the government they all agreed to marry into white. That's how they got light skin. And then they started bringing those Siberians over here that they called Native Americans. See, they ain't really from here. The Native Americans are Siberian. They was from
Okay.
Siberia. Indians are us. That's why it's a difference in the terms.
Yeah.
See, that's why they don't call them Indians, and they try to make it seem like, oh, saying that name and had Cleveland change their name from the Cleveland Indians, and you know what I'm saying, all of that shit, because they know the original term Indian means us, not them. That's why they call them Native Americans. Bro, this shit
Mhm.
is deep when you Africa, yeah, Africa helped them, but see, Africa sold us out. They were selling, they had prisoners, right? They were selling them
Mhm.
for alcohol. They don't even tell that part. Alcohol
Mhm.
and mirrors. They sold them, and then China was involved because China is the ones that sold them the gunpowder for the bullets. You know what I'm saying? So that's why
Mhm.
all of these different countries got their own little piece of America because they all know what they did in order to get it. And we the
Mm.
only ones on this planet without an identity. If you think about it, we the only
Oh,
ones that
no.
don't have a country that backs us.
Yes, I knew it 100%.
Everybody, because think about this. If we was from Africa, why ain't Africa send a plane or a ship or nothing to bring us back?
Nothing.
They try to say we
We
was
was
from the East
already
Africa.
here, bro. I'm
We was
telling you,
already
man.
here. We had been
I
here.
100% agree with you, bro. Like I say, I
The
just want and
Tartarians.
another
Yep.
thing, chat. Another thing, chat. I
They
want you to
pimped it.
realize that this conversation and this type of topic, you know what I'm saying, this is happening regular. If you want to be educated and put up on game on a lot of things, my man, we'll take you down through there.
We we
And
we we get on everything on this channel. We get
yeah,
on it
man,
all.
I don't want
Say
you to
we
get
the
it
Moors
like this
cleaned
is a
up and
one
pimped
time
out white
thing.
ones. Yeah, they made us, they made that agreement with those tribes that they had to marry white women, and that's how everything became lighter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was crazy what they did. They brought, and see, they don't even tell that the Scottish and Irish were the first slaves in 1607, but they couldn't take the heat. So that's why they had to turn on us. But I don't know if this is true, but this is what I found. The first actual slave owner was Anthony Johnson, a black man. But because they were called indentured servants in the beginning, it was just like what jail is. You serve your time, you might have served 7 years, and then they gave you 50 acres of land and $50. And then if you own slaves, they gave you $50 per head. That's how a lot of black people own slaves. And that's where all the terms the light skin versus the dark skin, because you had the dang, what's they called? The start with an M. What are mulattoes? Th-
Milano.
Those were, if you look at the person that founded Detroit, the person that founded Louisiana, all of those shit, they were Creole, they were black. Why do you think they keep us out of the Grand Canyon? Because they know that's where all of the artifacts and all of that shit, and you could go from the top of Canada and it'll take you 6 months to walk, and you can walk to Africa. You don't even got to go through the water or nothing like that.
Yeah.
Like, bro, everything, the Gullahs, yeah, the Gullah Wars. See, that's what they call the Civil War. But see, they was went, and it was this one chief named Chief, I want to say Asiaga or something like that. He wasn't going. So the president at that time, they wanted Florida because he had the ports. See, Key West and all of that shit was pure gold. And we owned all of it. See, black people used to be the richest. At one point, Detroit was the richest city in the world.
Hmm.
Key West was one of the richest islands until they built the railroads and connected it. But the chief, it was 11 tribes that was fighting, right? They sent 5,000 troops to try to kill all of them. He met them at three different points and killed all of them, and they was heading north. That's why they ended slavery or amended it, because he was heading north. He was running through all their ass down here. So they tricked them and got the other chiefs, how we be talking about with black folks. They told them they were gonna give them land. That's how they ended up with Oklahoma, Kansas, like the Midwest. And so
Yeah.
they were supposed to, they wanted to control the ports. That's how they got Florida, California, Louisiana, all of that, because of the treaty with the civilized tribes. And then that's where they messed them around. They thought that they was messing them around until what's the name? Daddy, Sarah Rector's daddy, leased his land to this oil company and found oil on the land. That's how she became the richest 11-year-old. Then the NAACP had to get
That movie
involved.
come out Friday.
What's that?
That movie come out. That movie, what you talking about? They come out
Yeah.
Friday.
Oh shit, I gotta go see that. Yeah, to see like the NAACP know the truth. They know the truth about everything that really went on before they got infiltrated.
Mhm.
W.E.B. Du Bois, he's the one that got all the little black kids their money back. Because see, when they gave reparations, see, this is what a lot of people don't know. When they gave reparations to the black people, they didn't give it to the actual slaves, they gave it to the kids and then made them put a white trustee over the money. And they were stealing the money back. And so people was like, why are the kids living like this? And they supposed to be rich. They supposed to have all this money. And so W.E.B. Du Bois contacted this judge. He was a white judge. And he was telling him, like, say, bro, because it was this dude he had inside the chambers. It was a black dude that was NAACP, but they didn't know it. He contacted him. That's what made him contact the judge. And so the judge go check it out. He's like, damn, don't even come up here. I'm gonna make sure I take care of it. And they won the lawsuit, got all of them their money back. That's when they came with property tax and started. That's how they got the land back because they came with property tax. They knew they couldn't afford it, but Sarah's daddy was smart and leased his land to the oil company. When he did that, the oil struck gold. The company struck oil, and everybody else followed suit. Then that's when they started coming with taxes and all of this shit because they were like, oh, wait a minute. Then this black lady created a bank. See, we had our own banking system, everything. They burned it down and stole all our money. I can't remember her name. I think she was in like Maryland or something like that. She
Mhm.
created a bank that, and we was all putting our money into this bank. They burned it down, stole all the money. All of a sudden, the money disappeared. Nobody knows to this day what happened to all our money. With the Tulsa situation, they make it seem like it was just one Black Wall Street. Nigga, it was like seven. Lake Lanier, that's in, I think it's in Georgia. That whole lake is a town. One of the
Yeah,
richest black towns in this country is up under that lake.
yeah. And they say they get a piece of somebody's ass every year.
Every time somebody go on that motherfucker, they don't make it.
Yeah, every
Yeah,
time
bro,
somebody
it's
stick their foot in
crazy what
somebody, they
they
bring
did
their
to us. They stole
Yep.
all our shit. We wasn't like when they had the Great Depression. This is one of the reasons why they hate black people. Because we didn't feel the effect of the Great Depression because we had resources. We didn't need their colleges. We didn't need none of that. We had our own trades. We had our own, you know what I'm saying? We had everything. We were self-sufficient for ourselves. They took all of that away. That's and made us depend on them. That's how everything switched over. See,
Yeah.
man, this shit is deep. This shit goes back
No,
when
I believe you, man. And we're gonna have. I feel like we should have a segment on it, bro.
we can do
Just
that next week.
yeah, we
I,
should. I
let
feel
me
like we
ask
should
y'all, chat.
cater.
Y'all like to talk about that type of stuff better or the trending topics? Y'all like to go with history or
We
the
could
trending
actually set
topic?
up a date for that if y'all would like.
Yeah, because I mean, I like to get on topics like that. They
That's why I
flooded
said
them,
where you can kind of balance it. You know what I'm saying? Where
and
we
then dead
can go
black
down a
people is
history
mad.
trail and then
Bro,
we can
it's
keep the thing.
they say I'll be there. Okay, all right, that's what we're
Okay,
gonna do.
yeah.
We're gonna give y'all
So
that.
would y'all rather us just talk about it, or would y'all want to have a its own date? How would y'all want to work that?
Yeah, but
You know, I mean,
we doing this for y'all.
yeah, know what I'm saying? How that go? Would y'all rather have his own date, or would y'all rather just keep it on the same platform and just know what I'm saying, just run with it? Well, I
But
mean
bro,
the same date for Wednesday, not platform.
that's what like it was another one. I think it was one in North Carolina. The mountains out there. Remember when they flooded the hurricane and all that shit with the mountains? And those mountains are full of lithium.
Mm-hmm.
They took that away. That's why they took that land away. They took, man, all of this shit. See, we were
Kind of like
some of
Wakanda. Kind of like Wakanda.
Wakanda. Where do
Yeah,
you think they get the idea of Wakanda from?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? It's all told history just in disguise form.
They killed us for the lithium in those mountains, and guess what? That's what they use to make cell phones and all this shit now,
Yeah, man.
bro. We would what they did to us, and then they try to make it seem like we the ones that's fucked up. The redlining, how they we our neighborhoods was fine, But then they tricked us into, well, if y'all move over here, but didn't know that the plumbing over there was fucked up, the water, they weren't gonna put no resources into that neighborhood. That's how they got us out of our good neighborhoods and moved the white folks into the good ones.
Right now, bro, my little boy plays flag football. You know what's running through the field? A sewage line. Can't make this up.
What the hell?
A sewage line. I swear to God, man. It could be sunny. It could be sunny Monday through Sunday. Come Saturday, it's still gonna be a wet puddle over there on the right side of the field.
That's crazy.
It's crazy, man.
That's crazy.
I'm telling you, man, it's crazy. The law system down here is so crazy, bro. Man, they're literally picking people up right now. ICE is down here. That's another crazy thing.
Ice.
ICE just made it down
Yeah.
here today, bro, and they picking everybody up.
You can't handle the truth, say they dump all their bullshit in the black community. Yeah, and then blame us for being fucked up. You heard about the rat, the what is I forgot what it's called, but the idea of rat race, where they had all these rats and they put certain rats in a good environment in this cage and wanted to see how they live. Then they put those exact same ones in a bad environment and saw them start having, like raping each other and doing all kind of stuff. That's
Yeah.
how they did us. That's how they was able to section us off because they did that experiment and saw what it did.
Because I've always said, man, what made the ghetto the ghetto?
The original term of ghetto came from the Rothschilds.
Yeah.
They were so poor that's why they kicked all of the white people out of Europe. They kicked the
Well,
poor people out.
actually, that's what they term the ghetto as in Russia.
Yep,
You know what I'm saying? That's what was the original word
it
ghetto.
was. And they
It,
make it
it
seem
came from
like
the
it's
camp.
us.
Yeah,
All of the stuff that they blame us for is what they originally were. They just reversed it on
I-
us. It was a mind trick. They fucked us around.
and we fall. Why is it that we fall? I can't say we because you got some people that already on game, that's already can talk to their kids. But why is it that we fall so hard on the lesson that they give us? Thump us across the head, slap us in the back of the head, and we take it and be like, "Hey, it is what it is.
Cause
Let's go
they
blame."
they done got us to where we don't have the same fight. If the generation in the 60s and the 70s had the resources that we have today,
Oh my God, beautiful.
shit,
Beat her. We will beat her.
shit.
No
We
question
be
about
running
it.
shit. We be back running shit.
No, it would no. Not only no. We would be in civil war right now.
Oh
Swear to
yeah,
God.
yeah. We forgot who we were now. Yep, that's what it
Listen,
was.
just like how you said, we forgot the moment we remember who we was, like you said, the 60s and 70s. We will be in a civil war right now on trying to fight and conquer. That right there would be the episode of us partially having access to where we can actually take us back.
Yeah,
With that mindset in these times today, we would actually have a mindset of actually winning something. Coming
yep.
together and actually pushing the world we can actually take
Because we had unity back then.
what we had more than unity. We understood the assignment. Our
The-
women were clean. Regardless if our women was going to that jukebox and doing XYZ, we were like you said, we was united, we was clean, we was
Yep.
pure, we
We
loved
was
each other.
disciplined. That's what it was. It was
Yeah,
love. It was genuine love. And Dwayne, that's a good question. He say, why do you think there's no more positive TV shows, like no TV show like the TV show Bill Cosby, A Different World, Monique? Because they took love out of everything, the
yes,
music, the
sir.
movies, the TV shows. That's how they got us. Because
Yes,
everything with
sir.
us was always based. That's what the black community was based on, was love. We had love for one another, even if it was just we didn't know each other, but you a brother. You know what I'm saying? Or you a sister.
We
That's
had
how
it.
we looked at it. Now
Listen,
it's not like that no more.
listen, I find myself getting more angry now than I have in my entire life, bro. I used to be a very happy person, bro. I believe in love. I believe in black culture. I believe
Yeah,
in just prospering. I believe in just not even just black. I just believe in just keeping the positive energy, just walking outside, bro.
you can't
Now
handle
it's
that.
like I'm blind to the word where I'm angry half of the day. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? It takes something to bring me out of my mode of walking around with a frown, walking around with my guard up. It take me seeing my little boy, and sometimes I be a little frustrated when I see him. You know what I'm saying? But it take him to bring me out of that mode of defense. You know what I'm saying? The world I done been beat down so much to where I feel like, man, we didn't try, I didn't try. I didn't seen the world try, and we don't
It's draining us mentally to where
mentally,
we don't
bro.
want to
And
fight no more. You can't handle that. Say
yeah,
we're literally all related. You know what? I'm going to tell you something. They used to have breeding plantations, right? To
yeah,
where they would have a slave or two slaves tied up, and all he would do was breed with women.
yeah.
What we don't realize is we might all be related because say you own the plantation, you got your wife and you got three, four kids, right? They gonna
Mhm.
send one kid to Mississippi, one kid to Tennessee. Your wife might be going to Louisiana and you in Texas. Then they all take the names of their slave owners. So we don't know
Bull
who
puppy,
we all kin to.
pit bull puppies. It's the same concept, bro.
We
When you
all
breed an
might be
animal,
related.
when you breed an animal, I take it to 2025. So let's just say I get some sperm from Houston, right? I come down here and I breed the dog, my dog with it. I take the sperm that I got from my dog, I breed them together. Now I got a mixture of whatever came from Houston to my dog, and I breed it and I make something great over here with something that's in my litter. And now I got a whole concept going. So now
Mhm.
I got to keep pushing out this same breed. I'm breeding A1 fit material.
Yeah.
And that's all slavery was, bro. That's what I'm saying. To
Yep.
breed a great worker or to breed a great slave, I'm gonna need great genetics. I'm gonna
Yep.
need X, Y, Z. So I'll bring this motherfucker from Oklahoma down here to breed in Texas. Boom, send my slave back.
Mhm.
Now my breed is in Texas.
Mhm.
So
And
you know,
Oklahoma. Now,
we you know
you
what
know what
I'm
I'm
saying?
saying? And then they gonna send them off to somewhere else, sell them at an auction. Now you got your breed in Texas, Oklahoma, Florida, Kentucky, and all of them
You
got
know,
different last
100% right,
names.
bro. That's why I say that minority stuff they talking about, it's a lie.
Okay,
We will
yeah,
bring it to work.
yep.
If you think that we are the minority, you're crazy. Now we do a lot of killing, but you can kill 100,000 of us. We're still not the minority.
They tried. Why do you think they keep coming with all this different stuff? The whole gay agenda. That's population control.
They
The
damn near one with that
drugs.
though. They damn
The,
near one with that.
they are, yeah,
The gay population,
yeah.
that gay population, bro. Let me tell you something about that. It is a ratio of 98 to 2%. From when Obama was in office to now, that shit is scary
Yeah.
because we are losing that race horribly. If they're not gay, they're down low. If they're not gay, they're trying. You know what I'm saying? So that's in the same sense of they're still a part of this agenda. It's just they don't come out. So you got to think about everybody that's under wraps.
Mhm.
It's people that's coming out that's that I mean they living in their truth. They're gay. They're outside doing whatever they do. But you got the people that's honestly just living in the dark. And then the only way they come out is they get exposed. So if they don't get exposed, they're still in the door. But
Mhm.
every once in a while, somebody gets exposed, and I mean, you might as well just add it to the list because you either coming with diseases or you coming with X, Y, Z. And I honestly feel like that should be a lawsuit in the penitentiary, man, because you honestly play with a man mental in that penitentiary.
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
They
Now,
they
go ahead.
they really it's an agenda to take us out. They've been trying for years and they can't do it.
Nah,
Now they got us to where we killing each other. You know what I'm saying?
mhm.
They got us to where, like you said, the gays part, the drugs, they have tried to wipe us out so many different ways and they can't. Centuries, yeah. Yeah. I said, what did I
So
say?
what do you think? What do you think young boy agenda is?
To promote killing for the youngsters. That's what his whole agenda is.
You think when they go
To
to that
get
concert, you think that's a church? You think that's a
That's a ritual. All those
A
concerts
ritual? Yeah, yeah,
are
yeah. That's exactly what I'm
to
saying.
harvest your energy. Those are
Yeah,
energy harvesting. And see, I wish I'd have knew that before I started going to concerts back in the day. But yeah,
yeah,
that's about energy harvesting. See, we are the ones, we are non-ether beings, right?
yeah,
And every major city is on the 33rd parallel. So we are, if we directly tied to this earth, we are the ones that keep the energy going. That's why they promote everything to us. And that's why you see black culture is the center of everything. When you
yeah,
look at everybody around the world, how are they acting? They rapping, they twerking like our women do. You know what I'm saying? Everything is about black people because we are the ones that provide all of the energy for this earth. We provide everything. If it wasn't for,
yeah,
so they can't completely get rid of us, but they kind of try to keep us in a space to where they can control us. And now they got us mentally. See, before they had to do it physically because we were too mentally strong. Now
yeah.
we not mentally strong no more like we used to be.
Nah.
That generation got wiped out when they brought the drugs in.
Yeah, nah. We follow protocol.
Yep.
We follow in line. You know what I'm saying? We
And I don't
follow
get that.
whatever the
Like we got the resources, we got everything we need now in order to get our order back, but they keep us, we keep our now I feel like we
we keep
keep
ourselves.
ourselves down.
We keep ourselves because we're followers.
Yep.
We follow what the celebrities did. And like I say, I can't say I'm not saying we as in me and you. I'm saying as a
As a
culture. You know
whole,
what I'm saying?
as a culture,
The
as a
whole
whole, yeah.
we
We
follow what the celebrities say. You know what I'm saying?
they put that fear in us when they killed Malcolm and Martin. And
Yeah.
they that
But
made people not want to stand up and be a leader no more.
again, I think people honestly like negativity, bro. I feel like what Carter B say, it matters to people. I feel like what Sexy Red says, it matters.
It's a
I feel like
mentality.
what Young Boy say, it matters.
But don't you say nothing about Cardi B. Boy, they gonna come for your
It's
ass.
nothing for me. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh,
This is like Ellie, whatever in the chopper. He has a message in his music, but
now.
no, not even that. Because I'm not. Let me go ahead and wrap him up. Listen here. He can say what he want to say. In that same song, you're still talking about killing somebody else your own color.
You right.
That's crazy work. You're talking about all the demonic things he's doing, but in this same song, you're talking about doing the same exact thing.
You
You're
right.
just calling him out on what he's doing, but you're backdoing saying that you will do the same thing. That's crazy work.
What's the name?
You're preaching
Say
a positive message that you want us to hear and shout out and go and get after, but you're still pushing the narrative of hurt your own kind, brother.
yep, yep.
It's crazy work, bro.
All
And
of
there's
this started with who? When all that gangster music and killing each other. Because when our music started, when rap was first came out, it was political. It was fuck the police and
yeah,
all of this. It was even with the gangs. It started out like Crips started out community rescue and progress. It was to protect the people from the police.
it
They
was.
they infiltrated and switched everything around that was meant to be positive for us. They changed it and made it into a negative and turned it into a profit for them.
Yeah. And like I said, it's all controlled by a coin. The fact that they'll put a amount of $1 in your face or whatever amount they want to put in your face, you're gonna take it and complete the narrative. Just like L.E. Chopper. But you're only doing this for clickbait. You know what it takes to get the views.
Yeah.
You're looking
And
for
that's
it now.
why
You're searching for a
that's why
title.
he going at young boy, because he know
Yeah,
young boy coming off of this hype right now. And
yeah. You
and
know his tour's gonna end. You're looking for clickbait. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? You waited. This is it. This is a strategy. This is an educated move.
but all of them right now, bro, that's in that gang, that's in that industry, that's all they promoting. The women, now but see now they done reversed the roles because when we were coming up, the men were the hustlers and all of that, and the women were just sexualized. Now
Yeah.
men is promoting fingernails being painted, skinny pants,
Shirts.
skinny shirts, and the women talking about killing and shooting toting pistols and shit.
Yeah. Or taking your man, you know what I'm saying? It's
Everything,
just
everything.
it's all negative, bro. And what have you heard country-wise?
You
What
don't
have
hear
you
that in
heard?
country music. Country music,
Bro,
I listen to country music. They still talking about the most they talk about negative is their girlfriend leaving them or their
man,
boyfriend broke up
doing
with them.
both. I listen to both, bro. I listen to damn near everything, bro.
They don't
Don't
put that in their music. If they do say something sexual, it's a different way that they say it. We used to be like that. Like when you listen to the old school R&B, it used to be they talked about sex, but it wasn't direct like that. You had to know what they were saying to know what they were saying. Cause it's
yeah.
songs we used to sing that
Man, we didn't
we
make no sense up till we got
we
old.
didn't, yeah, we didn't even know that's what we were singing.
Yeah.
And then you get older, you're like, well, what the hell was our parents letting us listen to this? You know what I'm saying? He sweat
But
and but now shit, it's straight my they like what's the name song she just dropped? Megan. Put that on your man, put that on your, you know what I'm saying? It's like, what the
yeah,
hell is this? But then you got little girls that's gonna be listening to this,
I
and
don't
they,
cook, I don't clean. Let me tell you how I got this ring.
hmm, and then
I
she end up
come
pregnant by another man while she married. Look at
on,
what that
man.
promotes, and then she out pregnant, twerking and doing all that. Look at what that promotes. You know what I'm saying? Dirk.
It comes with a check.
That's all they care about. They getting their money. They don't care about the effects that it have on the people because for one, it ain't bothering them directly. They bringing their kids up in that lifestyle. So
Yeah.
they don't care about it. But the ones that's like us, the regular people, that's who it's really affecting. Because now
It's
you
getting
got to
people
sit
down, man.
here and you got to have certain conversations with your kids to let them know this ain't what that is. They want the
Yeah.
world to believe this is who they truly are. Yeah, they want everybody to think all women are ratchet and loud and ghetto and all black men are gangsters and killers and all of that.
Hey, but when you go outside, bro, ain't that what you see though? Think about it, man. You go to restaurants, you go to the bars, you go to clubs. That's what you really see, bro.
Because we've been indoctrinated. And now
Let's
it's so
let's,
deep,
let's
it's
just be
so hard to
honest,
come out
man.
of it.
Let's just be honest. You have to go to an office party to get what you're looking for. If you
All
want to get
right.
a classy woman,
It got to
you know
be
what I'm
something
saying? You want,
professional or business.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. You got to go to a 5-star restaurant. But it's just far as going out, just having you a nice little dinner. No, man, you gonna get somebody that's dressing up and playing the part.
You
And,
remember back in
and
the
think you're a
90s,
homegirl,
our shows
that's what
used to
they know.
make fun of the women that had the wigs and the bonnets and all that. And now that's what they wearing.
Yeah, man. I'm
It,
telling you, man, it's
it's
scary,
crazy.
bro. It's
What
we like
question,
I said,
Dwayne?
man,
I ain't see it. Ask it again.
we are far behind,
Baps.
man.
Baps is a perfect example. Who said that?
Boy, that was back in the
Viva
90s.
Zion. That was, and now look, Baps is everywhere now. That's all you see.
That's the 90s, bro. That's the 90s, 2000. We have been indoctrinated and trained to think like this for years to come, bro. Like it's been put. Listen, man, females are so cool now with calling each other bitches and hoes.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? They gift each other in a form of a hoe.
At
But
one
when
point,
they
they used to hate us for saying it. If we called them,
what?
now they
Yeah,
don't even care if you call them that
boy, you
now.
gonna get slapped. Now
Now
they have
it's
who your best bitch.
yeah, I'm your bitch. I'm your. I'm like, what the hell? We used to, we couldn't
Well,
say that to our women. They'd be pissed off at us. But
beat
now,
your ass
shit,
raw out. Now
man,
it's
y'all. Do you think the TV show A Different World is the reason why black people want to go to college?
I don't know
Ooh,
about that. I ain't got no comment on that one. I don't know nothing about that one.
that's a good question, though. Uh, no,
But nah,
I think that happened a little earlier than that. They just used that to, bring it on in because they already knew they were going to take the trades away. See, we didn't care.
yeah.
We
So,
didn't care about having to go to college
I'm
because
gonna
we
tap out. Hold on. Go ahead.
we
Keep going.
we didn't care HBCU maybe. And see, that's another thing with the HBCUs. Those are old plantations. I just found out that a lot of the HBCUs are built on old plantations. That is what's so crazy about that whole situation with those. And then when you look at who owns them, they owned by the Rothschild and the Rochesters. Spelman is owned by, I forgot, it's after what's her name? A lady. She was a Rothschild or something like that. Yeah, they Masonic. Don't nobody black own an HBCU. All the HBCUs are owned by Jews. Look it up. That's why it's so crazy that they make it seem like those are the schools for us, but they are really the ones that's sitting on plantation land, Prairie View College. And I'm gonna tell y'all this: my great grandfather, and I looked this up. I didn't know my last name is Irish, right? My great grandfather, when he came over here, married a slave. He ended up becoming a slave owner, one of the biggest slave owners in Texas. When he died, his wife sold the plantation to Prairie View College. Bro, it fucked me up when I found this. I was like, what the hell? My family owned slaves back in the day. I would have never knew this if I wouldn't have looked into it. And I just wanted to know, like, where the hell my last name come from? Since we got our names from slave owners. Hell, he was a damn slave owner. And when he died, his
Me
wife
too.
sold the fucking plantation to Prairie View College. That's the college. It sits on his plantation land to this day.
That's crazy, man. That's just like, man, my family waste.
We
We
wasn't
had,
slaves.
man, we struck gold, bro. We struck gold. We hit a gas line. Man, we bought the entire block in Lakeport. By the time I came up to age, we was sitting on 5 acres. And it wasn't until probably about 2 years ago that I found out that we was sitting over well over 50 acres, really almost 100. But
Yeah.
we lost it. We damn near control. We built we built churches around here. We did a lot of things, bro. But it all got lost in the system, bro. They got beat out of it.
That's crazy.
So now all we got is 15 acres. My grandma owns 5, and my uncle owns the rest because he used the military loan to get the other half back. I mean, 15 of it back. And we
Yeah.
took 5, so he got 10. And he sold majority of it. So I ain't gonna tell him what he got left.
And that's one thing that I hated. Cause like my grandfather, my daddy's daddy, had by like 20 acres of land, right? So when he died, his daughters, they were in Cali. His oldest daughter never came to this state, you know what I'm saying? And so she didn't really have no ties to it like all of us did. So she
Yeah.
sold it. She sold it to the
So
bank. And at that time, we was too young to understand because I'm thinking like, damn, if I was old enough then, I would have bought it just to keep it in the family.
man, listen, man. My grandma right now, my grandpa just passed, but it's my grandma's husband though. So he was related through marriage. He didn't leave her the house. He left his kids the house. But my grandma lives in his house now. True enough, my grandma do got her own property. Well,
Mhm.
where I grew up at, one of the houses I grew up at, she still owns that property. But the house that she and I grew up in, me and being raised, my grandpa would technically he bought it, so he left it to his kids. They don't want it right now. They all
See,
came together. They don't want it, right? But nobody has signed paperwork saying that it's my grandma's house. So when my grandma passed, they're just gonna take the house and sell it. I try to tell my grandma this. Oh, well, no, they said it on the house, baby. That's conversation talk. That's not paperwork term.
mhm,
So when it come time to you know what I'm saying, everything gone, they're gonna sell it and take the profit. Why wouldn't they? You know what I'm saying? And I'm the type of person, I mean, I don't get involved. You know what I'm saying? I mean, long as you took care of and I know that I can take, you know what I'm saying, everything situated, if you pass, man, that right there is already lost. There's nothing you can do about it unless you get them to sign that paperwork. but you're not. You know what I'm saying? That's 150 to $200,000 that they can put in their pocket. They're gonna sell it.
And
That's greater
see,
than any will that they was left.
and that's how they know they can always get us in the end.
Yes,
Because
sir.
it's gonna be a generation that don't want to have nothing to do with it. Like, okay, when I first moved to Texas, I'm young, I'm hustling, right? I had a 5 bedroom house. I had it was on 10 acres. The
Mhm.
owners live like right down the street. I could go down there to that. It wouldn't even take me 5 minutes. I would go down there, sit with them. They were some old white people, and they was tripping out because I'm like 20 years old, and I'm
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying. So they was like they loved it that I was in this house. When the daddy died, the sons came from Chicago, made their mama move back to Chicago with them, and sold the land. They
Sold
wouldn't
the
even
land.
sell it to me because they thinking I'm so young that I ain't gonna keep up with it. But I'm like, shit, but they
I
wouldn't.
already know it. Sold the
That
land.
that's how they always get you because they know all they got to do is sit back and wait. That's why they waiting
Wait.
on the South Dallas right now. They wanted to put that
Mhm.
Riverwalk in South Dallas, but they can't do it because there's still too many old people there and they won't sell. They waiting them out. All they
Say
doing
what
is
not.
waiting.
Cause
They just
listen, all you doing is paying the taxes for me. You know what I'm saying? You doing everything, you keeping everything upkeep. My grandma even remodeling the house, bro. But like I say, once you pass, you all you did was put equity in the house. I'm
mm,
gonna just turn around and sell it.
yeah. That's how they do it. Then when they sell it, they take over the land. And see, I don't think and that's one thing I think that where we messed up. That's why we don't own nothing now. Because we sold everything. You know what I'm
On
saying?
top
And
of that,
if I
they
I
don't teach. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
no go they don't teach what?
I was saying they don't teach you when you buying a property that you have to actually dig and do your homework to understand how to own that land.
Yep.
Because if not, they're gonna tell you that you have this XYZ, but if you die, it can get taken away. But there's a way that you can get around it, and there's a way that you can go through that to where it's actually your property and it can't be touched. That's just like burying somebody on your land.
Yep.
They can't take that land from you. But
Yep.
it's a way that they can actually sign off a bill. I mean, sign off the rights to where you actually own that piece of land. It
That's
don't
why they
happen.
came with cemeteries. That's why
Yeah,
they created cemeteries. Because if you bury that person on your land, they can't take it and they can't tax you. So
yeah.
they came up with a cemetery, give you this plot that you got to pay for. And now you gonna want to sell that because the family ain't gonna want to deal with it. Now we finna go buy this land and build something on it and make a profit. When
And the crazy thing is, man, grandma died, bro. Your selfish
yep,
ass ain't gonna put on the land.
put
You
it
gonna
in a
go put her
trust.
ass right in the
Yep,
cemetery.
yep. Instead of and that's one thing I saw this it was a few years ago, this black lady. We gotta get out of here too, 'cause I gotta get up at 5, y'all. We're gonna continue this next
Oh,
week,
yeah.
but it was this black lady that put her mama in her backyard. A lot of people were
Mhm.
like, why would you do that? That's her land from here on out now. They can't take it from her.
Ain't
And see,
they?
that's how we used to do. We used to bury our people on our own land.
We so scared and spooky.
They put that in our mind. Oh, well, you got to worry about it being haunted and ghosts and all that. No, they want you to put it in that cemetery so you don't put it on your own land so you don't own it.
Telling you,
But
man.
man,
Hey,
chat, y'all got to come back next week, man. We're gonna keep this going. Uh, but
most definitely.
yeah, I gotta get up early. I know you gotta get up early. But
Yeah.
y'all hit that like button, man. Subscribe to the channel. Go follow the Birds View Podcast. Tell them where all to follow you at.
Hey, Birds View Podcast, man. Same slogan, same stand. Facebook, TikTok, pretty much everywhere. Right now, I'm uploading all reels. Episodes are coming back real soon, where we're gonna have the same type of topics, same type of chats. My man, we're gonna start some up close to December to where it's same type of platform. You know what I'm saying? We just giving y'all more content. Just
Yeah,
two different platforms to come find us on.
yeah,
So keep your eyes open. If you see our faces, please share, like, and follow.
yeah. Appreciate
Spread the
y'all
message.
tuning in, man. Oh, what was you finna say? I didn't mean to cut
No,
y'all. You
I'm just
saying
saying,
to
spread the
follow on
message,
TikTok.
man. I was done.
You
Hey,
said They say they're gonna follow you on TikTok. Yeah, yeah. Go look, go follow us
Hey,
all
Birds View
platforms.
Podcast, man. It's good reels being posted. Like I say, it's gonna be reels coming in I believe December with us. That's when I uploaded them for December to come out. So
Okay.
our old content is coming out in December to where it's gonna fall into the new year. And then, like I say, this episode right here, I'm gonna chop this up. We're gonna have content for this, and it's gonna travel on throughout the years, man. Stick with us
Yeah.
and believe in us, man. We're pushing for positivity and we trying to uplift and change the world, man. Change the media. Damn the world.
Yeah.
We're trying to give you a different view, you know what I'm saying, as far as what to watch. And instead of just looking at a negative eye, follow something positive, man, and keep us in your heart and believe in us. We're gonna grow, we're gonna shine, and we're gonna try to do this thing together, man, and stick with it.
Yep. Trying to put a little unity back in the community. That's what we. That's the
Hey, I
slogan
like
right
it. I might put
there.
that on the shirt.
That's the
I might
slogan.
put that on the shirt.
Thank
Oh,
y'all for tuning. Huh?
Birds, we do make shirts in all quality attire. I just want to throw that out there. Hey, follow us. This is
Already.
the page.
We gotta get you a store. I got a Shopify store. I just gotta get it back up. I had all the Black Club merch. I had shirts, kids' clothes, women's clothes, men's
All right, you
clothes.
know, I got a website, but I haven't uploaded it. I haven't uploaded in a few months. It's birdsviewpodcast.com.
Okay.
It'll actually take you to my so if you follow birdsview.com, it'll take you to my YouTube, I believe my TikTok, everything. I actually got some merchandise. I mean, you know what I'm saying, merchandise on there, but it's not recent. I haven't been on there a few months. So don't fault me. Just stick with me.
It's a journey. Hey, it's a
It's
journey.
a
We
journey.
we we learning as we go. We growing as we
Yeah,
go. Y'all just stick with us, man. We're gonna keep this thing going. We're gonna try to be here every week. Uh
most definitely.
appreciate y'all tuning
Appreciate
in.
y'all support.
Yeah, y'all support. Y'all come back, man. Check us out next week. We'll be back here, same time, same channel, Wednesday, 9 p.m. Central. I don't know if y'all where y'all at in the world, but
Most
it's
definitely, man.
9
Like I
p.m.
say, brother,
Central.
I see you next Wednesday, same time. Good energy, guys.
All
Follow us,
right,
know what
bro.
I'm saying? Stick with us.
Appreciate y'all.
Already, brother.